mean? Like weird people. Who did it? Is it? Are you kidding? You son of a dog.
Bro, okay.
This is why I was on edge, bro. I'm so on edge. Oh my god! Hey.
You don't know what's down there, though. Okay, good.
I know what down here is the door. I'm gonna keep on shuffling till I get out of here.
Sit the fuck down! Sit the fuck down! Got me so lost!
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Enjoy. Have a good night. This thing needs to stop beating my actual butt. No. No.
Guys. Yes? Guys.
I'll do it, and then I'm gonna open the door because. Oh my god, no! No, that was the worst timing ever. Oh, because I feel like certain people will like Papa John's over Domino's. You know what I mean? Like weird people. Who did it? Is it? Are you kidding? You son of a dog.
Bro, okay.
This is why I was on edge, bro. I'm so on edge. Oh my god! Hey.
You don't know what's down there, though. Okay, good.
I know what down here is the door. I'm gonna keep on shuffling till I get out of here.
Sit the fuck down! Sit the fuck down! Got me so lost!
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Enjoy. Have a good night. This thing needs to stop beating my actual butt. No. No.
Guys. Yes? Guys.
I'll do it, and then I'm gonna open the door because. Oh my god, no! No, that was the worst timing ever. Oh, because I feel like certain people will like Papa John's over Domino's. You know what I mean? Like weird people. Who did it? Is it? Are you kidding? You son of a dog. Yo, hello. We're chilling. We're literally here, ready to go on about the whole process. I am caffeinated. I am awake. I had breakfast. As soon as this thing turns on, everyone shut the no, I'm kidding. What's up, man? What's up, Sad Man? What's up, Bear? Chilling, man, chilling. I'm good. I'm good. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I'm really like we didn't get to go to FanFest, which is fine though. But what's most important though is that we're here to actually watch the actual live stream that starts in 2 minutes from now. So I'm not gonna go into this with literally any expectations, because it doesn't matter what they do. I can assure you, guaranteed, that I'm gonna be unbelievably hype about everything that goes down in this game for the next like, you know, couple hours. Because there's gonna be they have like the schedule. I have the schedule in front of me about what they're gonna be doing. So like, for FanFest, for those who don't know, like FanFest is like the it's like PAX or like E3, but just for Final Fantasy 14, which is godlike. They literally do it every like year before the next expansion like comes, sort of thing. So the keynote is going to be about an hour and a half. They should be providing a lot of updates that are coming to the game, since the next expansion is like it's not around the corner. It's probably like a, 6 to 8 months from now, I would say. um so we'll see. And then the keynote starts in a minute, and then we have ourselves the opening ceremony, and then there should be like a um I don't even know what to call it. There's gonna be probably like a moment where they do like a panel talking about like the, because it's been 10 years this game's been out, and then they'll probably do some annotations about Endwalker, and then there's a piano performance later at like 10. So we're only really gonna be on for the keynote, and then anything else that kind of comes up afterwards too. So we'll find out. But I'm telling you now, I'm hype. I can't wait, because Endwalker has been such a crazy journey, story wise, content wise, and it's not even over yet too. So like we had a lot of really fun stuff in between. Um, so that's all that there's to it. Okay, I have no clue what to expect. All I'm hoping is that we get either a trailer or we get the name of the next expansion. That's the if there's only one or two things I want, it's one or the other. If you give me both, I'll probably cry. But if I get at least one of the two, I'm set. I just need to know what the keynote is going to be about. Because an hour and a half of content of stuff to come is a lot, actually. They probably might, dwell on a couple things here and there that we might have already taken like guesses at, but we'll definitely find out for sure. So I'm freaking excited. And I have the game in the background too. Like I'm literally like logged in. I'm just chilling. Working on like retainers and stuff to pass the time. I even turned off the audio in the game so that it wouldn't interfere with the stream. Now we gotta just wait here until we're ready. What's up, Lance? Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I know right now that they're like in the process of seating people in the at the venue in Vegas. So right now I'm pretty sure they're like, nothing ever goes down the day of or the minute of, So there might be like a small delay between the stream and also them being able to actually like get the show on the road. So we're gonna just vibe out until then. I'm gonna make sure too that we actually are. I mean, we're here. I'm ready. It's noon, so. Because what's going to happen is that we have the keynote is today, and then um tomorrow's the live letter, and tomorrow's live letter should focus on 6.5, which is the next major patch coming out, but not the expansion. It should touch on the story for the next patch, I think, tomorrow, which that we're also going to check out as well. But primarily speaking, though, for sure, keynote absolutely comes first. I wonder if people have actually like, commented on it yet or not. Nope, they're all just waiting. Here, I'll go risky and I'll hit the refresh button. No, we're chilling until it's just okay. Man, I'm just excited. I was watching a TV show from like until like 4 in the morning, but then I immediately told myself I had to go to bed just to make if I woke up at like 9 today. So I think I was so excited I could like barely get sleep. Go get water, go get a snack, okay? Once this thing starts, there's no stopping. Like I said, I already have caffeine here. I still have breakfast in front of me. I finished breakfast, but I have extra. I have a protein bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. So we guys wait. I hope that everyone else is just as excited as I am. I literally, what's already crazy to me is that like it's been like a year and a half, I would say, since the game came out with the new expansion. So like for us to already be getting ready for the next one, it's kind of like mind blowing. So I have no idea what they're gonna do about this, but we'll see. Oh, you see, I got the notification on okay. Yeah, if the notification went out just now, then it won't be long now. However, the anticipation is kind of crazy because, bruh, just gotta wait. I'm patient. I will happily wait as long as it takes for the screen to like darken and then they do the whatever that it is. I'm just trying to remember because there was a stream, I don't remember which FanFest it was, but it was one of them. And then they revealed the Endwalker title screen. I just don't remember which one it was. It must have been the Japan or the European one because I know when we watched it, it was at night. So I'm wondering like what they're gonna do for this one. Keynote and like little ones. I have no idea. Because tomorrow's live letter, we'll definitely gonna see 6.5 content. They're gonna give us a trailer. We'll figure out what the story leads out to, and then we'll find like a little teaser hint about like the ending cliffhanger to come, and then that's all we got until yeah, literally until like next year, literally. But I don't remember what the keynote was beforehand. I wish I remembered. Oh, it started. Just refresh. Boo! Whoever said that, ban them. No, it's okay. Yeah, well, all right, we're vibing. We are vibing. Man. Yeah. Man, it's funny. I feel like somebody who's like slowly losing his mind because he's waiting, just waiting and waiting. But like I'm good though, you know. It's not like I'm sitting here doing nothing, but I am waiting. I wonder if they hmm. Oh, wow. For like curiosity, it is packed over there. Check this out. Not that. Look at how packed the venue is. It's actually kind of crazy. I know, obviously, not a single face on here. If this old man plays Final Fantasy, brother, shout out to him for putting in the hashtag time in, you know? Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're moving. Wait, does it actually not start for like another hour? Right? Oh, it doesn't start for another hour. Because what? It's at one? Trying to think. Oh, it is at one. Oh, they're starting to put people in. Oh. Okay. So then we can afford to do this to kind of like pass the time. So I'm currently logged into my character, and we're gonna go spend some time doing dailies. I didn't realize that the actual the keynote starts in an hour, so that's actually not too bad. They're getting, yeah, the people are currently getting seated right now on is this person? Okay, I'm gonna log out and change to, hold on a second. Yeah, I wasn't ready for the I should have thought about the idea that the keynote was not like it's so weird because like PST time is always so much different than like EST, and I'm not like an immediate. I completely didn't realize that it was an hour off. It's okay. I mean, as soon as this live stream changes anything in the nature, we, we immediately turn off the game. But I'm really excited. But I do have to kill some time, I guess. Although like an hour is very fast to like just burn through. Let's do dailies. Lots many other things. So let's crack at that. Let's go machinist. And then do, 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 do. Let me make sure I have it clicked, so if I click off it. Okay, good, 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 good. Just so that way I can like immediately move the window to the side. I can't change the settings for the stream right now. Okay, we gotta just wait. Apparently people are screaming at the venue out of hype, and someone is dressed as a spoiler. It's not bad though. Is that guy wearing a Star Trek shirt? This sucks because now I have to like check my phone every 15 seconds to make sure that I'm not like missing out on something. Okay. I'm just trying to keep an eye for things right now. Makes sense. I know a handful of people that are actually at Fanfest right now, but none of them are like with each other. They're just all individually there. Brr. Oh, it's noon, isn't it? It's too early for PvP. That scared the hell out of me when that appeared. I think it's gonna still take like a 40-minute wait. Okay. Yeah, it might be like a 40-minute wait still before we actually get to like see anything. Which is good though, because this will give me time to do my expert run. Oh, great song. This song just reminds me so much of DSR, man. You know what? In fairness, something, you know. I'm almost done. When this ultimate comes out, it's gonna be mental. Oh, I can't see the boss's hitbox. Oh, whoops. You saw that dabbing portrait? Oh my god. When the new song hits, it's gonna hit so different. Whatever the song is, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's gonna hit so hard. This song just makes me want to watch the intro and like the Shadowbringers intro hits unbelievably hard. And this is the trial song. Now, if you play the Endwalker song, yeah. Mm-mm. No, no, no. It's too early. Ugh. It's okay. I tried to like chase that scholar all the way, but I guess they didn't commit to it, which is unfortunate. But it's okay. Like 2 more. Okay, that's a throwback. That's the Heavensward title screen. Stormblood? Yes. Aw. God, what a good expansion. They tried to come in and we were like, no. That samurai was like, at least I got 2 of them. Then they play the Shadowbringer song. Chills from that one. stupid. Anyways. We are kind of ruthless right now. Holy fuck.
Tales of love.
I will never get old of these intros. The problem, like, as soon, okay, so, like, in fairness, when the Endwalker one came out, like, I missed the Shadowbringers one so much, dude. If there's a way to, like, default which one I can use or something, gosh, dude, I would, or rather yet, there should be an option to randomize which intro you get. I would love that, actually. Because if they randomize the intros, oh, it'd be the best thing ever. Then it doesn't matter which one I get. Whichever one that I get, I'm freaking in. Oh, God. Okay, let me, we got 6.5 minutes to kill before we're ready to go. So, I'm gonna use this opportunity right now just to kind of like make sure that like the audio should be kind of loud, and that's the point though, because I don't exactly plan to be talking throughout most of it. I'm gonna try to just, you know, my reaction will be natural to whatever happens, but I'm not gonna try and talk over anything that's happening during the keynote. So we'll try and keep it like, you know. This is the hype music before the battle happens kind of vibe. I was kind of ready for them to do like a... Imagine they tease the song for the next expansion. I think I would have cried. Alright, I'm going to use this time real quick to go to the bathroom, so enjoy the music. I'll be right back. people in Windsor right now are doing tap one. All right, actual countdown.
Once upon a time, take flight, find your wings and spread them wide.
Ah, blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Might you have a moment to speak further?
At last, we have come to the land you call the New World. My home. Put out.
Dawn Trail. Ooh, okay. Summer of next year. We have a whole year from now. Damn.
Warriors of Light, please welcome to the stage the
Dawn
producer and director of
Trail.
Final Fantasy XIV, Naoki Yoshida.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Festival 2023 in Las Vegas! Thank you for coming today. My name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director Final Fantasy XIV.
Bro, his English has gotten way better.
さあ、じゃあ、早速ケイトさん呼びましょう。ケイトさん。
everybody. I'm Kate Swinar, English localization lead of Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm here to tell you what Yoshi P is saying.
本当に久しぶりのこうやってね皆さんと一緒にやれるファンフェスティバル帰ってきました。とにかく嬉しいです。
It's been a really long time since we've been able to see all of you in person, and I'm so happy to be here with everyone.
さっきトレーラー見ていただいたんでここからいよいよ基調講演始めていこうと思うんですがその前に一つ
So now that you've seen the trailer, I'd like to get started on the keynote, except before that, we do have one thing we need to take care of.
最近ですね我々スクエアエニックスの社長 CEO が交代しました。
You see, recently, Square Enix had a change of CEO.
その CEO なんと皆さんと同じ光の戦士です。
And that new CEO is also a warrior of light, just like you.
ぜひですね皆さんに向かってご挨拶をしたいということなので、呼んでみようと思います。
We'd really like to have him say hi to you all, so we're going to call him out.
スクエアエニックス CEO 高橋桐生じゃあセンターでちょっと光の戦士の皆さんに、ね、配信を見てる方もたくさんいると思うのでぜひご挨拶していただこうと思います。
So if you could stand in the middle right here, so that everyone on the stream can see you as well, and please give us a few words for our warriors of light.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to meet all of you, warriors of light, here in Vegas. So, what do you think of a new trailer? Did you like it? I wanted to feel exactly what you are feeling right now. So, believe it or not, I decided to hold back and not see it for myself until today's Fanfest.
I'm going to interpret Kiryu-san's message in Japanese for those watching the stream in Japanese. 今回のトレーラーをこの場で体感したかったので、今日この場で見るまで、トレーラーを見るのを我慢していました。
In fact, as part of my daily routine lately, I've been watching the older trailers whenever I needed a boost of energy.
なので日々のルーティンの中で自分の気持ちを上げたいときに、14の過去のトレーラーを見てテンションを上げていました。
But that boost is nothing compared to the excitement of experiencing the newest one here in Vegas with all of you, warriors of light!
ですがそのテンションはもうここにいる皆さんと一緒に体感するのに比べたらもう本当に比べ物にならないです。ありがとうございます。
To get a glimpse of this new side of Final Fantasy XIV, to imagine all the new world that await us in these new lands, the anticipation is almost too much for me to handle.
この14の世界のこれから体験する冒険を想像してみるだけで、気持ちが抑えられません。
And I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way. Are you excited too?
皆さんも同じ気分ですよね。
I hope you have a wonderful time at today's Fanfest. But never forget that even after it ends, we are still connected through the world of Final Fantasy XIV.
皆さんがファンフェスを楽しんでくださることを願っています。 ですが、ファンフェスが終わっても私たちは14という世界でつながっています。そのことをぜひ忘れないでください。
And that world continues to grow and expand. So I hope we continue to pray and enjoy it together. Thank you!
ぜひ一緒に、この発展していく14を続けて遊んでいきましょう。
Thank you 桐生さん、ありがとうございました。じゃあまた後ほど。
See you again later.
聞きました。まだまだしばらくファイナルファンタジー14続けていいみたいなんで。
He seems to think it's cool if we keep continuing Final Fantasy XIV.
僕の命が尽きるまで、いや尽きたとしても、ファイナルファンタジー14続けていきたいと思います。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
And I do intend to continue until I die, or perhaps even afterwards. So please stay with us.
ちょっと基調講演に先立ってですね、皆さんにお礼を言わせてください。
And also, before I start the keynote, just let me give you a quick thank you.
改めてですね、旧ファイナルファンタジー14から、そして新生14、行月のフィナーレまで、本当に皆さん、長い長い旅路を我々と一緒に歩んでくださって、本当にありがとうございます。
Thank you so much for taking this long, long journey with us from Final Fantasy 1.0 through ARR and then all the way to Endwalker. I'm so glad you did.
このようやく帰ってこれた物理開催のファンフェスティバルで拡張パッケージ黄金のレガシードーントレイルを皆さんに発表できて本当にほっとしてます。
It's such a relief, frankly, to finally be able to share Dawn Trail with you guys in this live venue with all of us together.
本当にありがとうございます。
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Appreciate that. Welcome.
では
I hope you
は
enjoy.
い、ファンフェスティバルの開幕、僕の基調講演からいよいよスタートしていこうと思います。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
And with that, we will finally begin Fanfest with my keynote.
では先ほどお話ししました、発表したドーントレイルですが、天野先生書き下ろしの新たなロゴ、テーマカラーはゴールドになってます。
So as you saw in the trailer, we have this wonderful new logo designed by Yoshitaka Amano. And
That trailer was a
our
W.
theme color this time, as in the Japanese title of Gilded Legacy, our theme color is gold.
そしてですね、発売予定は2024年来年の夏、お届けしたいと思います。
And as for that release date, this will be coming in summer of 2024.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. A year from now is fine. That's fine.
まあ夏のできるだけ早い時期に出したいなとは思うんですけど、
Because there's a
まあ
graphic
夏ちょっとね
update,
広め
there's
に
the
覚えておいて
content,
もらえ
there's
る
a lot
と
of stuff
助かり
going
ま
on.
す。
Truly, I really want to get this out as early in summer as possible. But please, for now, just remember summer
I hope
generally,
we
just
look
in
at the
case.
trailer again. I do. The trailer will definitely give us a
で
better.
は、簡単にですね、今お話しできるストーリーについて軽く触れていきたいと思います。
So now, to the degree that I can, I'll tell you a little bit about the story.
今回皆さん光の戦士にお届けするのは英雄への最高の夏休みと冒険です。
So what we want to bring to all of you warriors of light is the very best summer vacation a hero could possibly have.
まあちょっとね、エンドウォーカーからのこう落差が激しいんで、
I realize this is like a sudden change from the feeling of Endwalker.
ほら皆さんね、惑星ハイデリンだけじゃなくて、ね、宇宙まで救ってくれたわけじゃないですか。だから皆さんにそろそろ休暇をお渡ししたいなと思ってます。
But I mean, you did save not only all of Heidelin, but kind of the whole universe, so we thought maybe we'd give you just a little break.
その新たなる冒険、そしてそのバカンスの目的地は新大陸と呼ばれているトラル大陸になります。
So the site of this vacation and a brand new adventure will be what you know as the New World, what we know as Tyrol.
光の戦士である皆さんはとある人物の来訪を受けます。
You Warriors of Light will be receiving a very special guest.
そしてそこで依頼されるのは新たなその新大陸の王を決める継承の儀というものへの助力です。
And that person will request your help in Tyrol's right of succession.
そのレースの目的が幻の黄金鏡というものが絡んでいると聞いた冒険者は一路この新大陸を目指すことになります。
Of course, as an adventurer, when you hear that this contest will somehow involve the legendary City of Gold, you will make your way to Tyrol.
あ、ごめん。
Yeah, yeah.
おなじみのメンバーもちろん勢ぞろいするんですが、
Of course, all of the team members you know and love will be there.
今回そこで繰り広げられるのはなんと暁を二分してのそれぞれの王位継承レースになります。
Except, you might find that this contest divides the Scions into two opposing groups.
What?
さあ、誰が味方で誰がライバルチームになるのか、ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。
Please look forward to finding out who will be your allies and who will be your rivals.
Ayo.
さあ、ちょっと聞いてみようかな。 誰
They're
が仲
splitting
間が
up
いい
the
ですか？
Scion, sort of?
Who's
That'd
the
be
smartest?
wild. It's gotta be, I mean...
あ、
Oh,
ヤ
that's
ストラが
gonna be
仲間がいい。
so...
どう
This is
か
reminding me of like
な
a Civil
Yes,
War
Dolan.
thing from like Marvel's Captain America Civil War. Oh, can you imagine if they split up the units?
そういえば
It would be
Sorry,
it would be
Graha
so out of
tacos
pocket
食べてたの。
if Alpha
Yeah,
and
Graha was eating a
Allies
taco, wasn't he?
split up because of this too.
では続いてこの 7.0、黄金のレガシーの拡張テーマお話ししていこうと思います。
Let me just touch on the theme of Dawn Trail a bit.
7.0 拡張のテーマはですね、ファイナルファンタジー14全体も含めた新たな冒険、その始まりになります。
So this is the beginning of a new journey for Final Fantasy XIV as a whole, and that is our theme, will be the journey of discovery that you will be on.
これまで Q14 から続いてきた行月のフィナーレまで描いたハイデリン・ゾディアーク編が完結しました。
As you know, the arc that we've been on from 1.0 through Endwalker about Heidelin and Zodiac has
Oh,
concluded.
that's right.
その歩みから続く新しい新章のスタートだと思っていただいて構いません。
So you can think of this as our first step into a new story for Final Fantasy
Literally
XIV.
brand new story. That means that in the 6.5 story, they figure out how to prevent
もちろん
Zodiac.
今回 7.0 だけでもストーリーもしっかり RPG1 本分の濃厚な体験をお届けしていきます。
Of course, just within 7.0 itself, we do plan to give you a story and experience worthy of a full RPG package title.
そのきっかけとなるさっきご紹介した
How are they gonna
その
finish
王位
this
継
series
承
with
レースとは
Zodiac,
一体
though?
何なのか、どんなレースなのか。
So the impetus for this new story, this contest for the throne, what will that entail exactly?
そして新大陸トラルとはどんなエリア、どんな冒険が
Yes,
待
the
っている
trailer
の
came
か。
out. Here's what I
And
will
what
say.
sort of places and adventures are waiting in Tyrol?
The trailer is lit,
so
but the song is...
黄金鏡、謎のキー
People
ワ
are
ードですね
questioning the song already.
一体
It's
どんな
not
もの
really
なのか。
like... I think the
Of course, we
song's
have these
incomplete,
mysterious references
is what I
to
think.
the city of
The trailer
gold.
is out, though.
What is
Or
it
it'll be
really?
coming out very soon, yeah. People
も
already
ちろんこれ
sent
まで
the,
同様
like,
に
if you go look it
皆
up,
さ
you'll
ん
find
に
people that have already like done it.
驚いてもらえる仕掛けもたくさんご用意してますので、
But
ぜ
you got,
ひ
people
ご
have
期
to
待く
remember
だ
though
さい。
that this is not a
Of
continuation
course,
from
as we
Endwalker. This
always
is a
do, we have a
reset.
bunch of surprises prepared for you, so feel
So-
free to keep your expectations high.
Like they're completely doing like a whole new story. I completely forgot about that.
長い間ですね、
Because I was trying to
光
figure
の
out
選
like, how
手
do
を
they
やってく
figure
だ
out
さ
how
って
to
る
stop
皆さんが
Golbez and his stuff.
ファイナルファンタジー
But
14
then
チームが
immediately, because the whole
単なる
purpose
夏
of
休
this
みをプレゼ
storyline
ン
is
トす
that
るとは思ってないと思うんですよ
they're
ね。
traveling to
Of
Taral.
course, our longtime warriors of light wouldn't believe us if we said that the development team was just going to give you a summer vacation, right?
Let me think, because the
もちろん
story
どんな冒
technically
険になるの
ends
か
with
ぜひ楽しみ
6.5.
に
Like
お待ち
the
ください。
Heidelin, that's the
So
craziest part.
please look forward
The
to finding out
Heidelin,
what this adventure has in store for you.
the Heidelin
さあ、では、
Zodiac Saga
続いて、
ends
新大
next
陸
patch.
トラルをちょっと見ていこうかと思います。
So Heidelin
Right, so
Zodiac doesn't
moving on, I'd
matter
like to talk a
anymore.
little bit about the new world, also known as Tural.
ここから新たな冒険の舞台となるそのトラルについて今お話しできる情報を、ここからしばらくまとめてお話ししていきます。
So for now, I've put together the information that I can share about this site of our upcoming adventure.
まずこれまで見てきたエオルゼアゼンズが更新されています。
So here is the map that we are used to, centered around Eorzea, and it has been updated.
これまで皆さんの冒険の舞台だったのはエオルゼアのあるアルデナード小大陸。
Of course, the site of our adventures thus far have included Aldenard, which has Eorzea,
そしてガレマール帝国があったイルサバード大陸。
and where Garlemald is located, Ilsabard.
It's in the north. We're going to the
そして
south.
東方東の国やドマがあるオサード小大陸を含めた三大州までで
Well,
した。
like technically,
And of
but the
course,
thing is
the
that
far
like
eastern Othard with Higashi and Doma, the three
they
great
saved the
continents thus far.
world
今回皆さんには
with 6.0.
西へ行っていただき
that's
ま
what
す。
I thought. I knew it'd be southwest. Yeah.
This time, however, we
6.1
will be
technically
taking you
starts the
far
story
west.
like preparing for 7.0.
今回
But
ドーン
like
トレイルの冒険により活動地域は海を越えた
6.1 to
西方に
5 has
広
to
がって
be
い
like
き
a
ます。
prequel to Dawn Trail.
This
The game,
new
the new expansion is
area that
called
we'll be
Dawn
exploring
Trail.
in Dawn Trail will be across the western seas.
というわけで皆さんが活躍すればするほど世界地図が更新されていくのがファイナルファンタジー14で
But,
ございます。
but what's the purpose of
Of
them
course,
actually
the
doing
more
the
we
four
develop, the bigger
fiends,
the map
though?
gets. So let's go.
The four fiends and Golbez. It doesn't look like it directly relates to.
では
There's
ここまで
the
全体像触れてきたのでいよいよ中身を見ていこう
That's
と
my
思い
wonder
ます。
though. Is like how do they?
All right, so that was a general outline. So let's look a little more closely about the details.
今回の基調講演
We
ちょっとまだね
stopped her
開発中期
from
初期
destroying the
ぐらいの
worlds.
間ぐらいなので動画は出ないんですがアートとかスクリーンショットなどでさまざまなポイントをご紹介していこうと思います。
Because we are still in the middle of development, we don't have videos for you today, but I will show you some concept art and screenshots to go along with my talk.
That's fine.
では冒険の舞台に関わるところから
6.1 was new
始めていきま
adventure.
す。
They find the map.
Okay,
The map
let's start
has a
with
gate
some
to the
places
void.
we'll
They go
see
through
on
the
our
void. They find
adventure.
that Golbez is trying to.
皆さんにプレイヤータウンご紹介しようと思います。
Okay, first, our new major hub city.
これまでイシュガルド、クガネ、クリスタリウム、オールドシャーレアンと
Yeah,
増えてきました
this is the。
この
major
ドーン
city.
トレイルでどうなるか。
All right, so in our expansions thus far, we've increased these major cities. We started with Ishgard, we went to Kugane, the Crystarium, and Old Charlian. So where are we going this time?
こちらトラル大陸ヨカトラルと呼ばれる地域にあるトライオラというのが新たなプレイヤータウンとなります。
So our new major city is located in an area of Tural called Yok Tural, and it is called Tuliolal.
こちらそのアートワークなんですが天野先生のねロゴでもこの姿描かれてますね。
As you can see in this artwork, this is the silhouette that you've seen in Amano's logo for us.
That's the Dawn Trail
これまで
logo.
の
Yep.
タウン以上に異文化多民族という特徴があります。
This, more than the cities that you're used to, has an emphasis on diversity.
ではアートワークとスクリーンショットを使って街の様子少し見ていきましょう。
So let's take a look at some screenshots of what the town actually looks like.
Because the reason why we journey over here is to help them figure out a ruler for the country.
これまでのタウンに比べると近代的というよりは自然との調和それを重んじる多民族のイメージが強いです。
Okay, so unlike some other places we've been to, this place is not very industrialized because it is inhabited by myriad peoples who prioritize living with nature.
相当の2つの頭があるマムージャであるグルージャジャという非常に強く聡明な王によって統治されています。
Right, so we're going to
It is
a
currently ruled by a
territory.
two-headed Mamulja named Gulul Jaja, who is known for being both strong and wise.
今回ですね 7.0 かなり新しいキャラクターどんどん登場してきます。鍵を握る一人なのでぜひ覚えておいてください。
So this is just one of them, but we will be introducing many characters in 7.0.
彼が座るこの玉座、この玉座に次に誰が座ることになるかというのを決めるのが王位継承レースということになります。
So the contest we've been talking about is actually the contest for the throne upon which he currently sits and deciding who will succeed him.
さてもちろんプレイヤータウン実はここだけじゃないです。非常に美しく一風変わった都市っていうのもあるんですが、ちょっとネタバレが強すぎるので今回はまだシークレットにさせてください。
Of course, this is not the only major city that you will visit. There's others, and we will have some very beautiful and quite unique vistas to show you in the future, but that would be spoilers, so not now.
I don't really know how
じゃあスクリーンショットいきましょう。
All right, to the screenshots.
Ooh.
こちらトライアラの港になってます。
It kind of reminds me of
グラフィックスアップデートの効果もあってですね、かなりオブジェクト数も、増加できて、影の濃淡っていうのもうまく出せてるんじゃないかなと思います。
Like combined
So this is Tuliolo's harbor. And as you can see, there's been some positive effects from the new graphics update, including more objects placed around than you would usually have and a lot better shadows.
もう一枚いきましょう。
Here's another.
It kind of reminds me
日
also
中の
of
港から
Kalusha, but it's weird.
少し奥へ進んだあたりですね、
It's
マ
not
ーケット
like
が立ち並んでます。
So this is a little bit
It's like a
further into
combination of,
town
like,
from the harbor, and this
Favnir.
is the marketplace.
どんな商品がね取引されているのか、どんな民族が往来されてしているのか、ちょっと気になりますね。
All right, so what sort of people come here and what do they trade for? I bet you want to know.
But it's not an industrial city. It's a low-level city.
そして3枚目、こちら最後は夜のトライオラになってます。
Well, I guess if
And our
anything,
third
it's kind of
screenshot,
like
this is a picture of
Hawaii-based.
Tuliolo
It's
at
like
night.
まあかなり自然が多くてですね、
The moon-
異国へ来た感じというの
the moon
を
filtering
強
is
く
crazy strong.
強調してま
That's
す。
very, very good.
As you can see, there's a lot of interesting nature,
And they
and
sharpen
the
the
overall
shadows for
vibe
the
is
trees and the
definitely
leaves,
different
too.
from any of the countries we've visited before.
まあ光の戦士たちの夏
Yeah,
休み
it's
と
a,
いう
it's
のが
very,
テーマな
the
ので、
graphics detailing is
この
insane.
トラル大陸泳げるところもたくさんありますので、街の中はねちょっと泳げないですけど、水着をぜひお忘れなく、新大陸へ向かってください。
It's very
It's quite
summery,
suitable
like
for
they
summer
plan
vacation,
to.
as we've said. And though you cannot swim in the city itself, there are loads of places in Tyrol that you can swim, so maybe bring your bathing suit.
This is implying the graphics have already been
まあちょっと
updated
月がね
with the
綺麗
screenshots in
に
mind.
浮かんでるん
The
ですけ
reason
ど、
why
あ
the
の
game
月
release
ちょっと
date is a
ねまだ
year from
位置
now
を
and
調
not
整
like
してるん
6 months from now is because
実
of the
際の
graphics
タイ
update
ミングで
because
あの
they're
場所
going
に
to
浮いてるか
recall
ど
the
うかまだ
entire
わかんないで
game
す。
from
The
scratch.
moon is looking really great in this screenshot, but I
So-
do have to mention that we haven't actually decided
They haven't
where
worked
the
on the
buildings
stuff
are going to
yet.
be
Yeah.
replaced in respect to the moon yet, so it might
So-
look kind of different from this at the
The
end.
graphics update, every screenshot we're seeing,
じゃあ
yeah,
続
we're
いて
seeing, yeah. So
タウンの紹介したので
the trailer
新しい
confirmed
フィールド
that
行きましょう。
7.0 Dawn Trail
Okay,
is
so
coming
let's
out
move
in
on to
summer of
some
next
field
year.
areas.
So we literally have
こ
12
こ
months
からは
from
ですね
now.
こ
No,
う
please, far
新しい
away.
冒険
I'm
の
happy
舞
to
台と
answer
なる新
everything.
大陸トラル、そのフィールドを見
Dawn
ていこ
Trail
うと
comes
思い
out
ます。
summer of next
these are,
year.
of course,
It's
located all in
projected
the New
between
World, Tyrol.
June. It's around like
こちらもアートワーク
June-ish.
とスクリ
It's
ー
not
ンショ
going to
ッ
come out
トで
late summer.
ご
It's going
紹
to come
介
out
してい
early
きま
summer.
す。
Again, we
It
will
might
just
be
be
it
using
might be like
artwork and
early
screenshots to
mid-June.
show you what we have.
The latest is early July.
まずはこちら、ヨカトラル地方のオルコパチャ
Look at
と呼ばれ
that rainbow
る
hill on the right.
地域をご紹介します。
All right, so this is also located in Yokteral, and it is
What
called
is that
Urkopacha.
place? Urkopacha.
このヨカトラルの山岳地帯、これがオルコパチャになります。
So this is a very mountainous region of Yokteral.
ヨカトラルの中でも最も小柄な民族と、最も大柄な、民の集落が、点在してます。
And in these mountains are settlements belonging to Tyrol's both largest and smallest races.
かつてこの土地、巨人種族が支配する国の中心地であったんですが、今はその遺跡が残るのみになってしまっています。
So this whole area was once the center of an empire ruled by the gigantic race, but of course that empire now only exists in the form of ruins.
まあかなりね自然が溢れていて、
Yeah, yeah.
そこに住まう
Well, like,
人たちと
they're not using
うまく
the-
ね融合してい
This is
るイメー
reminding
ジ
me
になっ
of
て
like
ます。
descendancy
There's
of
also
the beach
plenty of
tribes we
nature
already
that
have. It's
everyone
very
is taking advantage of and living harmoniously with.
not the Amalja, the
では
other one.
スクリーンショットいきましょう。
I'm forgetting the
Screenshots.
I'm forgetting the name of them, but yeah.
こちらはオルコパチャのとある集落です。
So this is a settlement in Urkopacha.
円形に山々が見えるんですが、この辺りの空気感の表現というのも今回かなり工夫
It's
してます。
very Ixali
You
based.
may notice that the atmosphere, that you can sort of see some stuff in the
But
air
their
around the
names don't
mountains. We
actually
worked pretty hard
match
to
to
make
what
that
they're
look good.
using.
それから影の入り方とかね、その陰影にもぜひ注目してもらえると嬉しいです。
And if you could also turn your attention to the shadows and how well those are looking these days.
This is fascinating. They're not
続
going.
いて同じ集落の正面図からの、スクリーンショットです。やっぱりねちょっと異文
It's
化の
very
雰囲気
Kalusha
よく出
based
て
with
ま
the
すね。
Stormblood twist.
So this is the same settlement from above, and you can definitely tell that it
And
is
that's
home
the
to a
ether
unique
ray.
culture.
特に
That's the ether right
この辺りの植物左下の辺りは、まあ、今回のねグラフィックスアップデートで今までこういう植物作れなかったんで、いろいろね
That has to be the ether.
世界観を広げるための工
So
夫
then
ができるようになり
why
まし
are
た。
the well, the people are
And just
suffering
really adding to
because
the
of the
ambiance, we
leader.
have these plants in the corner. We weren't
There's
able
a
to make
leader
this
that's
kind of
currently
plants with the
ruling
old graphics,
Yggdrasil,
so
and
we're
our
pretty
objective
excited to be able to
Is to
add
figure
these
out the
features.
mystery behind the ruler because he's basically going to try and get overthrown by another character.
グラ
who's
フィ
gonna
ックス
take
アップ
over
デー
the
トは
throne,
後で
and
お
it's
知
our
らせ
job
し
to
ます。
help him take
I
over
will
the
tell you
throne.
more about the graphics
That's why the
update
divide
later.
is going to happen. Because the way how they explained it
そ
was
し
that
て
there's
3
going to
枚
be
目、
a divide
こち
between
ら
the
雰囲
scions
気、それから
about
質
how they're
感
going
に
to
もぜ
go
ひご注
about
目ください。
like
Yes,
handling
so here's a
the
third
city
screenshot
state.
of the same place, and as you
So
can
what
get
that
it,
means is
you can
scions
see
are
there's
going to
like
be
a
in
generally
favor of
nice
keeping the
vibe
current
here,
ruler
and please
intact,
take
while the
note
other
of
scions are
the
going to be
quality of the textures.
in
ま
favor
あ、テ
of
クスチャ
having
ー
a
に、
new ruler
ね、
take
解像度
over.
も上がりましたね。
Look at those buildings. Look at them.
So this is
Look
going
at
to
them.
cause a civil war within
いや
within the
ー
country.
今はね日本
But the
も
difference
それ
is
から
the
ラスベガス
scions
も
are
めちゃくちゃ
involved.
暑い
It's
の
not going
で
to be like
こ
how
の
it was
高
in
知のちょっと
Stormblood
涼しい
where
感じ
we were
羨
so
ましいです。
preoccupied with preventing the
Yeah,
world
so
from
both
ruin.
Japan and Las
We're
Vegas are
involved this
super
time.
hot at the moment, so I'm really jealous of whoever lives here because it looks nice and cool.
暑いな。
Oh my god, I'm so hot.
じゃあもうちょっと奥見ていきましょう。
All right, let's go a little further into the continent.
今回こちらヤクテル樹海という場所ですが、まあ、14ねいろんな森を描いてきましたが今回もかなり独創的です。
Okay, so this is an area called Yaktael, and you know we have a lot of forests in game, but this is a very unique one.
このさっきご紹介したトライオラから気球に乗ってこのエリアへ到達することになります。
So from Tuliolol, where we were earlier, you can take a dirigible over here to Yaktael.
ここはですね高レベル帯と低レベル帯2つのエリアに分かれています。
It's actually divided into a high-level area and a low-level area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
上
actually.
層と下層でかなり雰囲気が異なりますのでちょっとね期待しておいていただきたいです。
And between those areas, there's definitely a very
dirigible, if anything,
different
is like a
vibe
blimp
for each.
or like
So
a
look
like a
forward
hot
to
air
finding
balloon.
out what that
It's like a
looks
small
like.
aircraft sort of thing.
あとは今テキストにもありますがこちら天然の井戸とかセノーテと呼ばれる、泉なども非常に特徴的になってます。
And you can see, as we've written on the slide, but one of the primary characteristics of this place is it has underground wells and springs and cenotes.
ではスクリーンショット見ていきましょう。
Let's take a look at some screenshots.
Is there a separation between the
こちらも
detail on
夕
this
暮れ
is crazy
もうね
actually.
本当ねもう嬉しくてみんな自然ばっかり作ってる。
Right, so this is at sunset,
It's
and
very
look, we were all so
tribal-esque, but it's
happy
even
about the
more
plants
tribal than
that
it
we
was in
took so many
Stormblood.
nature screenshots.
It's more tribal than Stormblood's was.
ありがとうございます。まあなかなかねこの森の密度っていうのもこれまで出せなかったので楽しみにしていてください。
We've never been able to create such like a dense foliage in a forest before, so we're really excited for that.
こちらですね、今回食文化というものをかなり作り込んできてます。
So yeah, we've done a lot to put all of those different varieties in there.
こちらは上空から見たさっきのね集落エリアの雰囲気です。
And this is that same settlement we just saw, but from the sky.
They should also, in
円形は
theory,
深い霧
in
に
theory,
覆われて
they
いたり、
should showcase that
昼と夜ね気候によって
there's
雰囲気が違って
female
見える
rock
は
guards
ずで
living
す。
in this area.
As you can see, we've got some fog, and the scenery changes quite a bit between day and
Yeah, because
nighttime.
they haven't actually like
ではここで、
showcased
このトラル大陸に住まう新たな部族についてちょ
female
っと紹
rock
介
guards
さ
at
せてく
all
ださい。
during this.
Okay,
so
so
like
now let's
if
talk
Toral
about
is
one of the peoples that lives in Tural.
if Toral is full of rock guards,
これまでね皆さんたくさんの部族に出会ってきたかと思います。
it makes sense that they
We
would
sure
reveal
have met
women during
many
this one
tribes
too.
so far.
本当なんでナマゾウが一番真ん中にいるのか。
The Namazu in the
Why
middle.
does the Namazu get to be in front?
もちろんドントレイルでも新たな部族との出会い
In
たくさんあります。
theory.
その一つを、今回ご紹介します
So of course you will
In
meet
theory,
many peoples in Dawn
None
Trail,
of these
but we'll
tribes
just
live
talk
in the
about one of them
villages
today.
except for just one,
え
which it should
こ
be.
ちら名前をペルペル族と言います
What?
FF シリーズに詳しい方はあれって思ったかもしれません
Oh wow!
So these are the Pelu Pelu. If you're familiar with older Final Fantasy titles, they may be familiar to you.
ではちょっとだけ特徴をご紹介しましょ
All right, so let me
No,
tell you
they're-
about a
they're
few of
the,
their distinct characteristics.
I wonder if they're going
う、
to
オルコ
FF10
パチャ
route.
に
Because
住ま
that
う、
tribe, this
小柄な
well,
民族に
there
なっ
are
てま
people
す
that look like this that
So
are
these
from
are the diminutive
FF10.
people that we mentioned who live in Urkopacha.
で非常に
Because
ね
remember,
特
every
徴
single
的
Final
な
Fantasy
仮面というのも、
expansion-wise
一つ大きな、
pertains-
特徴ですね
Yes,
They
that,
also wear
that
these
point
very
makes sense.
unique masks.
They always
そし
borrow
て
segments from
非
different
常
Final
に
Fantasies.
商
I
売
think
が
with this
得
one
意な
they're
ので、
using 10.
プレイヤーの皆さんねもしかしたらいろんなものを売りつけようとされるかもしれません
They're also extremely skilled at trade, so they will probably try to sell you something.
There's a specific character that has that
そし
mask. I
て
just don't remember that
さまざ
character.
まなごめんなさい戻しちゃったごめんなさい戻しちゃった戻しちゃっ
Where is
たもう一個はい
One more? Yes, good.
さまざまな飲み物
they
を
make tea, coffee, and
作る部族です
What?
Yes, and they're well known for their beverage making.
Okay, so they make alcohol, coffee, and tea.
どんな
Not
活
bad.
躍をしてくれるのかそしてメインストーリー絡んでくるのか、楽しみに想像してみてください
Yeah, so for now, you'll have to just imagine for yourself what kind of role they might play in the main story and our adventure overall.
というわけで簡単ではありますが冒険の舞台であるトラル大陸その一部ご紹介しました
Okay, so though that was very brief, that is a short introduction to Tural.
明かせないね秘密もまだまだたくさんあるんですがすいませんフィールドなどの紹介は今回ここまでとさせてください
Okay, so of course we still have many secrets that we have not yet shared, so please wait for future announcements of more areas and such.
では続いて 7.0 全体の概要についてお伝えしていきたいと思います
Okay, now I would like to give an overview of all of our 7.0 content.
Perfect. Okay, this is huge. They're not going
ま
to
あ全体像
reveal
をね最初のファンフェスなのでお伝えするということで各項目どんどん進めていきたいと思います
All right, we've got a lot to show because we always go over all of it, so let's just zoom on through here.
I think the
まず最
job
初
is Red Mage.
レベルキャップの解放です
Level cap to 100.
Of
W.
course, your level
W.
cap increase.
Big W. Yup.
ついにレベルが3桁になりました
We've reached the triple digits.
Yup. See that? See the
い
chest
や
piece
で
over there?
も
Which one?
これもやっぱり
Or,
長くね
I'm telling
続けてこれないとここ
Right
ま
now
で
it's
来ないので本当に皆さんのおかげですありがとうござ
That's
い
the
ます
that
Of
has to
course,
be
if we hadn't
Reaper.
been making the
That
game
has
for
to
so
be
long, we
Reaper.
never would have gotten this far, so thanks to all of you.
100% that has to be Reaper.
もちろんですねすべてのジョブに新しいアクション追加
Paladin's
させていただきます
Monk
Of course,
is-
we will also
it's
be adding new
samurai,
skills for all jobs.
Samurai Ninja, Paladin Reaper,
もち
Scholar.
ろんクラフター
in
も
order.
ギャザラーもレベル100になります。
And of
The
course,
problem, though,
Crafter
is
and
that they
Gatherer
haven't-
will also increase their level cap to 100.
Okay, fingers crossed, massive fingers
さあ、
crossed,
レベル
that
キャップ
Blue
が
Mage goes to
上がるということは、
100 on 7.0 release date because that would be
こちら
goated.
もあるはず。
Of course, when you increase the level cap, we also need.
Well, if they do there's no way that they do the showcase for the job levels, right?
新た
There's
な
no way
ジョ
because they
ブ
haven't
を
even showcased the
追
two new
加
jobs
させ
yet.
て
There's
い
no
ただ
way.
きます。
We will be adding new jobs.
In theory, 2 is standard.
で、
In supposition,
今回もで
they're
す
adding
ね
a third.
2つジョブ足します。
As before, there will
I
again
do
be
think-
2.
There's 2? Okay,
2
confirmation.
ジョブ。
There's confirmation. That's fine. That's fine.
ちょっと待ってよ。ごめん
That's
ごめん。
fine.
今日は
That means
今
that
日
there's no
は
limited job.
何のジョブかはまだ言えません。
Unless it doesn't
Okay,
include
I'm really
limited.
sorry, but I can't tell you what jobs they are today.
One is definitely a caster.
ちょっと聞いてみようかな。
All
何
right,
のジョ
all
ブ
right,
が
let's
いいです
ask.
か？
What jobs do you want?
There's no reason for it to not be.
なんかね、
I think his undershirt is
すごい。
is the job low key. I think
お
so.
すごい声が大きくてね、何言ってるかちょっと聞こえないわ。
It's really hard to hear. なんかこの辺になんか
ちょっと待って
ブリッツポールすごく欲しい
こっちにも聞
人がいる。
いてみるか。
Oh, you can't see him? True, you're right. But they're always moving the camera.
おうちょっと待って。
He's
今回
unbuttoning
じゃあ
his
ね
shirt.
さっ
You
き
see
ロール
that,
だけ
right?
お知らせします。
They're-
ロールだ
he's
け。
unbuttoning his
Okay, that
shirt
was very
slowly
loud. Let me just tell
because
you the
he
roles.
has the shirt. He has the shirt that's he's gonna reveal one shirt or one job
今
rather.
回実装する
It
のは
has to be a caster.
2つのジョブとも DPS です。
Both jobs will be DPS.
So official. We get a caster, we get a scouting. Guaranteed.
メレー DPS と
One melee DPS,
Scouting. It's gonna
キャス
coerce
タ
a
ーを追
ninja
加します。
and caster. Done.
ranged magical DPS.
Called it. I called it.
ちょっ
I
と
call that a
ちょっ
long
と
ass
暑いから
time
脱
ago.
いでいいかな。
So
It's
we're
really
getting
hot.
we're
I gotta
getting
take off this
caster.
overshirt.
We're getting psychic as a caster, and the melee job is gonna share it with scouting. Team and T. He's a team and T shirt on. This is the melee job.
なんでちょっと待って。なんでみんなわーってなってんの？
Why are you so excited?
Oh, because it's a Raphael has this too. Oh, because it's dual wielding. It's dual handing. Oh, is it nunchuck? That'd be kind of weird though, because for striking.
さあどんなジョブがやってくるのかさまざまな想像を働か
The
せて
difference is the
楽しみにお待ち
pattern.
くださ
I
い。
get it. It's a two-handed
So
job. No,
while you
it's
wait, just try to imagine
because
what kind of
Donatello's
jobs
holding
we
his
might have in
staff with two
store.
hands. Leonardo has two swords in his hand. Michelangelo is
Hope you
two
can see this.
nunchucks.
I hope you can see
It's a
well.
dual sword user.
さあ次行きますよ。
All right, let's move on.
Because in the
バトルコ
oh,
ン
so
テン
that's
ツ
what it
に
was.
関してです。
In the trailer,
This is
he has
about
one
our core
sword. The
battle
other sword
content.
is under the coat. That's what it is. Okay.
これら基礎バトルコンテンツっていうのは今回も変わりなく実装させていただきます。
Of course, all of our fundamental battle content is still there.
そしてですね、
Okay.
新たなダンジョンというのもこれまで通り同じボリュームでしっかり楽しんでいただけるように準備中です。
Of course, we are preparing as many new dungeons as you've come to expect.
Either
まあ
dual
ちょっとね
sword.
まだ
Either dual sword
めちゃく
or
ち
the
ゃ
weapon
開発
changes
中なの
form.
で今回のファンフェスではねダンジョンのスクリーンショットとか出せないんですけどまためちゃくちゃいろんなパターンのバリエーション作ってますんで、次のファンフェスではね多分お伝えできるんじゃないかなと思います。
Okay, these are still mega super under development, so we can't show you any
Yeah, either the
screenshots
sword
today.
changes form.
But we do have a lot of unique and different dungeons coming, and hopefully we can share them with you at the next
Or-
FanFest.
ただ
He has two swords that are
ね
separate,
どんな
and
敵
then
と
there's a
戦うか
stance
ぐらいは
that
ちょっ
lets
と
him
ね
put the
教えて
swords
ほしいんじゃな
together.
いかなと。
We can
They
tell
could do
you a
that
little
too.
bit of who you will be fighting, though.
まあ新たな冒険の大陸、そして新たなエリアがあれば、新たな強敵との出会いというのもあるかと思います。
We know for a
Of course, we're
fact
going
that
to a
it's a
new
scouting job,
continent.
so it's a
We have new
dual-handed
areas, so
job.
there's going to be new enemies to face off against.
That's
まあ
oh,
も
there's
ちろ
so
ん
many
今回
possibilities though.
いつも通り
Okay.
ノーマルとハードちゃんとどっちもね実装しますので、
The
ぜひ
shirt
楽
says
しみにしてください。
And of course, as always, we will be preparing normal and hard versions of these encounters.
The healers are
その一つだけ、
they're
ボス
okay
一
because
個だ
right
け
now
ね
they're
何もない
even.
とちょっと何
The
もないのかって
problem
なっち
is
ゃうんで、
that
アート
it's
一つ
the
持ってきたので
tanks.
ご紹介し
Tanks
ま
were
す。
put
I
under
would
the
feel bad if I
idea
didn't show you anything, so
that
we've brought
there
out
would be another
one
tank,
piece of
but
artwork
we're
of
not
one of
getting
these new
tank until
bosses.
8.0. We're definitely getting it. Is that a? That's Valley
幻獣
Garmada? I
バリガルマンバ
what?
The legendary
That's a
Valigarmanda.
primal?
そしてまあ幻獣とはね、
Valley
ちょっと何
Garmanda
な
is
の
the
か、
primal.
期待しててほしいなと。
It's the
What
primal
sort
of
of legends
Taral.
does this ominous
Oh
beast
my
play a part in?
God.
Well, you'll see.
No, that's from.
まあどういった形でね
that's
相対するの
from
か、
six.
王位継承レースにね関係してくるのか、
Valley Garmanda's
さ
from
てどうなる
six.
のでしょう。
I wonder how it will relate to the contest that we're participating in.
では続いてコンテンツサポーター、こちらも、確実にアップデートしていきます。
And yes, of course, we will
Valley
also be
Garmanda's from
bringing updates to
six.
duty support.
That's the lightning ice
今
thunder
回もですね
beast.
メインクエスト、
But it's the primal.
対象となるダンジョンに関しては必ず対応されています。
Of course, we can promise that there will be duty support for all dungeons involved in the main story.
でそれ以外にもですねこのコンテンツサポーターいろんなアップデートをするんですが、ちょっとねストーリーに関わるのであんまり詳しく言えないです。
We also have some new plans for places that we can implement duty support and what we can do with it, but it is too related to the story for us to give you details.
ただ、but、今回、まあ、暁の決明とね、いろいろコンテンツサポーターやっ
I
て
mean,
き
they
たと思い
kind
ま
of
す
do.
が
They、kind of have like their own.
複数の新しいメンバーというのがコンテンツサポーター登場していきますので、その新しいキャラクターたちとの共闘というのを楽しみにしておいてください。
But I can tell you, so far we've been really focused on the Scions in duty support naturally, but we will be debuting a number of new characters for duty support.
That's cool though. I like that actually.
もちろんですね、新しいギアとかレシピというのも大量にクラフターギャザラーさんに向けて、実装させていただきます。
Of course, there will be plenty of new gear and recipes for crafters and gatherers.
So much stuff.
まあ今回ね結構新大陸行くので渋めが多いかなとは思います。
I mean, you're going to a whole new continent, so you'll have
I
a
mean,
lot
that's
to
fine
do.
though. Machinist needs basic looks because all
そして
all the aiming
今
coats are
回
just so
6.x シリーズ
expensive.
でやってきたように、無人島開拓実装してきました。
Lifestyle.
So as in 6.0, where we implemented Island Sanctuary,
今
Oh, there's
回
a, oh, got it.
パッチ 7.x シリーズではそれに続く
They might
新
do
し
like
い
an animal
大
style,
規模
an
生活
Animal
系コン
Crossing
テンツ
Minecraft
を
thing with this then.
展開していく予定です。
in the 7.x series, we are planning to implement some sort of content in this same vein.
こちらもですね企画は進行してるんですけど、あとねちょっとお見せするにはもうちょっと時間かかるので、次回をちょっとお待ちください。
We are proceeding with our plans here, but we don't have any screenshots yet, so we'll have to wait for next time for those.
そしてもちろんダンジョン以外のコンテンツというのも引き続きやっていきます。
Naturally, we have a lot of content that's outside of our standard dungeons.
特にですね新しく加えたバリアントダンジョンに関しては 7.x シリーズでもどんどん継続
They're not
して
going
い
to
きます。
showcase any of
We
this
will, of
stuff
course,
yet.
continue
We're
the
not getting
variant
another
dungeons
raid
that
or the
we
ultimate
began implementing in 6.x in 7.x as well.
until the 8-player
いろんな
raid
タイプの
one
ね
we
プレイ
should
ヤー
get
の
in
皆
the
さんに
Europe
楽しんで
Fanfest,
いただ
but
け
we're
る
not
ア
getting
ラ
the
イアンスレイ
ultimate
ド
until
シリーズ
Japan,
もいよい
guaranteed.
よ新シリーズが
We're going to get the
7.1 から
final trailer.
開
We're
幕
going to
しま
get
す。
the title screen.
And from 7.1,
and the ultimate
we will
raid
have a new Alliance Raid series
in Japan
for all
Fanfest.
sorts of players to enjoy.
エオ
And
ル
they're
ゼ
not
ア
even
12
gonna heavily
をテー
touch
マ
on
に
either
した
one either.
今
They're
ミ
just
ス・オ
gonna
ブ・
like
エオルゼア非常に好評いただいてます。
So Myths of the Realm featuring the 12 has been very, very highly appraised.
次のシリーズは
They might reveal the
より
alliance if it's not
フ
a
ァイナル
story
ファンタ
related
ジ
to
ーらし
the
いテーマ
actual
で
MSQ. They
皆
might
さんに
reveal it.
驚きも含めてお届けの予定となって
How
い
far
ま
away is
す。
that?
That being the case, our next
it
alliance
should
raid will
be-
be even more Final Fantasy-ish.
They're gonna separate it across time so that
さて、
there is enough time
ど
for
んな
like,
シリーズに
to
な
kind
る
of
のかあ
segue
れこれ
into
予想しながらお待ちください。
What will it be?
Whatchamacallit?
Think about it in the meantime before we reveal
since we have
it.
to wait until summer 2024 to be able to
そして
even get everything.
先日のパッチ 6.4 で完結したパ
That
ン
means
デモ
that
ニウム
the
に続い
Fanfest for
て
Europe
新たな
isn't going
8
to
人
be
レードというのももちろん
until
7.0 からスタートしていきます。
And from
Until October.
7.0,
We're not
obviously
gonna get
we
it
have
for
finished
another,
off
like, 3
Pandemonium, so
months.
we will be implementing
And
a
then
new 8-player
the
raid
Japan
as well.
Fanfest should be in January. They're gonna
そ
space
し
it
て
out over 3 months at a
最
time.
高難度を誇
That
る
way we
全
only
シリ
have
ー
to
ズ
you
に
know,
ついても
metaphorically have
新たな
6
コンテン
months
ツ
to
を
wait
お
until
届 け
the
して
final
いきま
expansion
す。
And
release in
there
full
will
comes
be
out.
new Ultimates as well.
Ultimates. You heard that. We're getting 2 again. That's W.
そしてもちろん
Yeah.
PVP のアップデートというのもどん
October
どん
should be
続けていき
European
ます
Fanfest. They're
We
gonna give
will also, of
us
course, be continuing to update PvP.
they're gonna give
今
us
回
more
のファンフェ
they're
ス
gonna
で
give
も
us
各
second
リー
part
ジョ
2
ンの
trailer
最強チーム
about
を
the
決める
villain.
ね大会開催されます。
At this very FanFest, we will be deciding the best team in each region.
クリスタルコンフリクトのアップデートとさらなるね盛り上げだけじゃなくてフロントラインやライバルウィングズの調整そしてフロントラインに新しいマップ新ルールの追加など継続的にアップデートを続けていきたいと思います。
Of course, we will be bringing new updates to Crystal and Conflict, but we will also be updating Frontline and Rival Wings with new maps for Frontline.
That's fire. That's fire. New maps is gonna be always a big W.
では言っておかないとですねあれどうなったこれどうなったってなるのでこの先 7.0 でもどんどんアップデートしていきますよっていうコンテンツの一覧ちょっとお伝えしていきます。
And of course, I have many other things that I need to just really get out there quickly, so let's go.
まず
Blue Mage update. There's more Hildebrand, and we're getting another deep dungeon, and there's another gold saucer update coming out. So the Blue Mage update is going to be fire, but what that does mean though is that we're not going to be
青
able to
魔
get
同士
Blue
の
Mage
アッ
at
プデート
100
も継
on
続し
release.
て
We're
や
not.
っていきますし
But we will be
帰って
getting
きた
we
ヒ
will
ル
get
デ
Blue
ィブ
Mage
ランドも
100 before the
7.x シ
end
リ
of
ー
the
ズさら
final
に活
expansion
躍し
in
て
its
くれそう
entirety.
です。
So like
All right, we will of course continue to
7.5
update Blue Mage, and
will be
Hildebrand
level
will
100
also
by
be
then.
back in 7.x
Yeah,
doing
that's
something.
good though. They're catching up Blue Mage to the main game, and that's good.
それからです
So
ね、デ
Blue
ィー
Mage
プダンジョンに
content
関
will
し
be
て
on
も
level
新しい
100
企画
before
が進
8.0
行
even
して
comes
ま
out.
す。でもちろん、
Hildebrand
他
storyline
の
is
バ
going
ト
to
ル
be
コン
really
テンツ
good
というのも検討
because
し
they're
て
going
い
the
きま
summer
すの
vacation
で、
vibe, which
新
means
し
that
い
the lore is going to
コ
get
ンテンツの
crazier
開
than
発
it
というの
already
も
is.
しっかり
The
力
deep
を入れていき
dungeon
たいと
is
思い
going
ま
to
す。
be using assets
So
from
we are
Shadowbringers,
currently considering new plans for deep dungeons,
which is good.
but at the same time, we are also considering brand new battle content plans as well.
because Orthos was based off of
ゴールドソーサーアッ
mobs
プデートももちろん
seen in
7.x シリーズ続けるんですが、
end game content
そういえ
for
ば
A Realm Reborn,
6.x シ
and
リーズ
Stormblood,
ゴールドソーサー
which
大き
means
なア
that
ップ
the
デート
new
な
deep
いんじゃ
dungeon
ない
for this expansion
So, of course, we're going to
will be
update the
from
Gold Saucer in
Shadowbringers.
7.x, but wasn't there some kind of update coming in 6.x as well?
No ブリッツボール
No, it's not Blitzball.
They're not bringing Blitzball in, bro. There's no chance.
ちょっと今日後でお話します。
But I will tell you about it later today.
That's a W.
まあこの基調講演で話すからちょっと待ってね。
Even in this very keynote, I will tell you about it, so just wait just a sec.
さて各種コンテンツアップデート、まあとにかくいろんなものをこれまで通りたくさんどんどん継続してアップデートしますよってお知らせさせていただいたので、ここからは、システム的なアップデートというのをお伝えしていこうと思います。
Okay, so we've gone over how we will be continuing to update content as we always do at as quick a pace as we can. So now let's look at some more system side updates.
This is what it introduces
そ
the
の
graphic
シ
stuff.
ステムのアップデート
Yep. This is what the graphics come in. They're going to showcase a lot of
Here's our
screenshots
most
from
major system
old.
updates.
content
皆さんが本当
as a
に楽しみに
comparison.
してくださっている第一
Same
次
thing
グ
with job
ラフィッ
animation
ク
too.
スア
That's
ッ
the
プデ
other
ート
thing people
の
aren't realizing.
その
Job
途
animation
中
is
報
also
告
getting
をさせ
updated,
てくださ
which
い。
means that they're going to be able to
All right,
make the
so I know
animations
you're all
for the
really looking
reworks
forward to our first
and the new
graphical
jobs
update, so I
even
wanted to
better
give
than
you
they
a bit of
already
info
are.
about where we are with that.
ちょっとその前にこのグラフィックスアップデートのコンセプトっていうのをちょっとおさらいさせてください。
But first, let me explain a little bit about our philosophy behind this update.
ファイナルファンタジー14は、スタンドアローンのシングルゲームではないので、単純なやっぱりキャラクターとかオブジェクト単体じゃなくて、総合的な画面全体というのの美しさを、アップグレードしていくっていう方針にしています。
Alright, so Final Fantasy XIV is not a standalone title, so we don't feel that it's sufficient to upgrade the looks of the characters or certain objects on their own. We really want to take a unified approach and prioritize the aesthetics of the screen overall.
キャラクター、オブジェクト、それから影については高解像度化することでもう単純に綺麗になります。
Of course, by making improvements to characters, objects, and shadows, everything will just get overall prettier.
シェーダーアップデートをしてですね、金属、こういう金属ですね、マテリアルについては質感が大幅に向上します。
And with shader updates, materials such as metal will look a lot more realistic.
ただし、ファイナルファンタジー14はですね、申請からもう10年、今年10周年にわたって皆さんに本当に長く愛していただいている作品です。
Of course, Final Fantasy XIV is also a game that's been going on for 10 years, and we have a lot of players who know and love the game as it is.
とにかく皆さんが操作するキャラクター、そのイメージを壊さないように大切にしていくべきだっていうふうに考えてます。
So we're really putting a lot of priority on not changing the image you have of your own character in your head. We want to make sure your characters still look the way that you enjoy them now.
ですので皆さんのねキャラクターが大きくイメージ変わってしまうことのないようにしっかり注意を払ってフォトリアルではない方向でしっかりアップデートを今進めています。
So we are really taking care to make sure that you don't see your updated character and think, oh, that's not what I thought it would look like at all.
では進捗についてね僕が口でずっと説明するより動画を見ていただいた方が早いかなと思います。
But it honestly might be better to just show you rather than continuing to talk.
注意点です。
One thing.
これあくまで途中経過の報告なので細部のクオリティはもっと上がると思ってください。
Okay, so please, when you see this, know that this is still under development. So for the final version, you can expect even higher quality.
まずはキャラクターがどう変わっていくのかというところをちょっとご覧いただこうと思います。
All right, first let's take a look at what characters are going to look like.
それではどうぞ。
Play the video.
So much more defined. You can also see the sheen in it too. It's actually fire. Yeah, because they put depth in the eyes. I see that. The shadowing also looks so good. The shadow looks so good. Because they're able to put better detail in the eyes too. So you can if you can, depending on how they do the coloring, you can probably get eyes very similar to like Vinay's eyes. That's actually a very fire change too. And better yet, they're not even the assets aren't even done yet. Like that's the best part. They're not even done yet.
かなり 皆さんのキャラクターのイメージが崩れないように徹底的
It
に
makes sense that they're
注意
going
を
to
しながら
prioritize
作っ
MSQ
て
and the
まいりま
content,
した。
and then they spend the remaining 6
So we
months
really
just
did take
finalizing
care
the
to make sure that we
graphics.
weren't
That
changing your
makes
overall
total sense.
impressions of the characters.
まあキャラクターで目立つのはやっぱりこう髪の毛のテクスチャー解像度の増
The
加によ
photos
る
of
鮮明
Trapper
さ
and
と
the
か、あ
color
と
is
眼
defined
球
too.
の
You can
リア
even
リティア
see
ップ
it、
あと肌の
in the
質感
screenshot.
の向上みたいなところですかね。
The
I
coloring
think the
looks
major points there is
kind
the
of not well,
improved
dull
hair
is the wrong
texture,
word, but
as well
like
as the more realistic eyes.
the vibrancy of the
and
color
the
was missing
beautiful
for
skin
so
that we now
long
have.
that like it required
ただ
filtering.
皆さんのやっぱり
The
ねキャ
game
ラクター
isn't
に対
going
す
to
るイメ
need
ージ
to be
愛
filtered
情っていうの
anymore.
をとても大切にしたいと思っているので、と
Which
に
is
か
gonna
く
be
慎
so
重に
nice.
作業を進めてます。
And you
But
saw
as
it
we
in the trailer
proceed, we will
too. The
continue
trailer
to
doesn't
bear
have
in
any
mind
dullness
the
in it
vision
either.
you already will have had for your own
It's
characters.
very colorful.
またさっきね紹介したナイトの、6.0 のジョブ装備について今回ねテストケースで対応してるんですが、
So as you saw in the video, as sort of a test, we upgraded some Paladin job gear from 6.0.
とにかくものすごい数のギアが14存在しているので、7.1 以降も順次いろんな装備をアップデートすることになっているので、一気に全部変わるわけじゃないので、そこだけですねぜひご理解いただけると助かります。
But one thing I want you all to bear in mind is the fact that this game has an incredible amount of gear in it. So we won't be able to just dump it all at once in 7.0. We will continue to upgrade more and more
Yeah.
gear sets throughout
They gotta
7.x.
fine tune everything in this game, in the store and in the market board, and old content and the
Mata-
highlights.
もう一つなんですけど、
Which means ultimate weapons
One
are
more
gonna
thing.
look even
NPC
cleaner.
たちもすごい綺麗になるんですけど、
The NPCs as well, they will get a lot prettier.
なんかめちゃめちゃ綺麗になるやつとまだ綺麗にならないやつがこういたりするんで、ちょっとしばらくは許してください。
But this is also affected by the fact that we need to update this on an ongoing basis. So for a little bit of time, we may have a situation where you have like
Because you
one
can see
really
it in the
shiny,
ooh
nice
weapons.
person and
The
one
ooh
sort of,
weapons
oh,
are
I didn't get
literally-
updated person.
Like old, so the detailing, if you sharpen
もう
the
ねなん
image,
か
it
ね
looks
テレジ
so
アテレ
wrong.
ジとかはね綺麗にならなくてもいいんですけ
Well,
ど、
it looks like it's an older game.
Can we just leave Telegy at Elegy as he is, like whatever?
でもあい
Totally
つ
analogy. Gosh.
プレイヤーの皆さんと同じアセットで組まれて
Now
る
the
から、
only
あ
other
いつは
thing
ね
this
綺麗
cross
にな
will
っちゃうん
make
で
is
す。
that in an
Unfortunately, no, he
interview,
will get prettier because he uses the same assets as the player
in an
characters.
interview, they asked about
なので
updating old
7.0 から
ultimates
の
with newer
新
jobs.
しいエリアとか新しいキャラクター
So
は
fingers
全部対応していきます。
crossed that they actually
で
make that a
2.0 からの主要
It
NPC
sounds like
プ
a
レイ
lot
ヤ
of
ーキャラク
cope,
ターを優
but
先し
like to
て
get
や
a
っていくの
Uwu
で、
Gunbreaker weapon would
逆
be
に7.0と
fire,
2.0の序盤から
super
こう
fire.
だんだん狭まってくるみたいな
Because
イメー
also
ジ
we're
で
going to
ア
get
ップ
two
デー
more
トしてい
classes
く
that are
予
not
定
going to
で
be
す。
able to. They're going to miss
So
out on,
for the time
on
being, of
5
course,
ultimates.
these graphic updates will be applied to the new areas, new characters in 7.0, and we're also going to go back and apply them to areas and characters from 2.0, and then we'll sort of close in on the middle expansions from there.
でもちろんねいろんな装備順次対応していきますので、その点だけご承知おきください。
But we will be continuing to update the gear, so please just be patient with us.
次なんですけ
That's
ど、
probably the reason
今度
why
はね
they
マッ
delayed
プ
it.
もうねスクリーンショット出てますがマップを見ていきたいと思います。
And I'd like to take a look at the map areas as well, if we can look at the screenshot.
マップはですねライティングの違いとそれから今あるこの
Oh,
メ
if
タ
they
ルオブジェク
naturalize the
ト系
lighting
の
instead of
違い
centering
と
out
いう
the
ところ
camera,
が
that's
分
going
か
to
って
be
い
a
ただけるか
big
と思い
W.
ます。
So from this picture, think you can see that when you're walking around, generally you'll find like better quality materials such as metals.
こちらも動画用意しますので早速見ていこうと思いま
But we do have a video for this as well, so let's take a look at that.
す。よーく見てくださいね。
Yes, the lighting is so clean. It's unbelievably so clean. Because the lighting isn't coming from the camera angles, it's coming from the lighting. Because the reflection is going to actually be interesting. You can see it right there. Like right in that moment right there, you can see the implications of lighting. It looks This is the Doma Castle terminal. Because you can see the metal pop up. It's not done. It looks so good. It doesn't look like it just got pasted like a photo. That's not what they did, but like you can see that they clearly worked
マ
on
ッ
it.
プに関してはですね、メモリのこれまで制限というのを緩和したことによって、オブジェクトの配置数というのもこれまで以上に格段に増やせるようになりました。
It's going to be wild.
So
It's
up
gonna be
until now,
so
we did
bright.
have memory limitations that were preventing us from putting a lot of objects in these different areas, but we've gotten a bit of an increase there, so we can have more stuff per area.
これらもですね、優先的に新しいエリアから対応させていただきます。
As with the other stuff, we will be adding these upgrades for the 7.0 content first, and then moving on to the rest.
ですので 7.0 のエリアは既存のエリアより格段に綺麗です。
So then you'll notice that the 7.0 areas are kind of prettier than the previous areas.
ただしその手前の旧エリアに関しても影とかそれからライティングは自動的に全て変更されることになります。
But in the old areas, things like the shadow improvements and lighting will be automatically applied, so you will still see some improvement there to start with.
オブジェクト数をね増やすのはちょっと作業コスト的に当面手がかけれないとは思うんですが、今まで以上に美しく見えるようになるのは間違いありません。
It will take some time to add those extra objects we're talking about, but in terms of appearance, it still will look better.
では最後、実は開発チームカットシーンセクションとかが一番喜んでいる、植物、自動生成ものの植物についてちょっと見ていきたいと思います。
Okay, so now moving on to the thing that the development team is most excited about, particularly the cutscene team, that is plants and our auto-generated greenery.
こちらもですね動画ご用意してあります。映像の中でね比較が出たりするのでちょっと見比べながらご覧いただければと思います。
So we do have a video again for this, so please take a close look and compare what we have.
どうぞ。
The grass, yup. The coloring is so clean, dude. This isn't Elvis. The coloring looks so clean. It looks so clean now that they have this update, dude, because they get to add more assets to everything. It looks so much better. All the vibrancy is already pre-added to the game without a filter, dude. It's crazy. And the best part is too is the memories for it all too. It looks so good, dude. And that's auto-generated. That requires no effort. No effort.
もうさっきの
Because
動
the
画の
assets,
最後の方で
the
右
assets
下
are
ぐらい
already
に
there,
草が
but
アップに
the
なってた
game
と
doesn't
思うん
render
で
all
す
of
が
it. That's the problem. The
So I
game's
think you might
rendering
have
is
seen the
low.
grass in the bottom right-hand side of the video.
ね
They
皆さんも
literally-
ね
it
スクリーンショットを
automatically
撮ろうとしたら
generates
なんかすごいジャギジャギの草ここ
Look at
に
the
いるみ
difference
た
in
い
that
な。
color.
And if you have that kind of grass, as you know, when you try to take a screenshot, you're like, oh, that's there.
まあそういうのはなくな
The
るの
color
でスク
could
リーン
get
ショット
fixed,
を
but
撮
the
りやす
actual
くなるんじゃない
environment
かな
can't
と思
get
います。
fixed
But
because
we
there's a
won't have that
rendering
problem
problem.
anymore, so I think your screenshots will be a lot easier to take from
They
now on.
literally like cleans the hell out of the coloring. It's crazy.
ただこのアップデート自動的にねこうシステムで、植えるこう草花のアップデートなので
So this update will actually be automatically applied through the system.
残念ながらブドウのポリゴン数は自動的に増えたりはしないんですけどね。
Except, you know, unfortunately, we can't also automatically increase the poly count that is available in this game.
そこをグレープって言ってもらわないと。
Grapes. Grapes. We must mention the grapes.
そう。
That is a fair
オートマチッ
point.
クでグレープのポリゴンは増えないって。
Bro, when they talk
I
about
just
the
need you
grapes
to
and
know that we
Shadowbringers,
cannot give any more polygons to the grapes.
bro, that moment was wild.
では
Crazy.
これ
Crazy explosion.
グラフィックスアップデートって何も画面の美しさだけが上がるわけじゃなくて、このグラフィックスアップデートによってさらに得られるちょっとシステム面のアップグレードをちょっとこの後ご紹介したいと思います。
Okay, but with these graphic updates, it's not just that things are getting prettier. We also have some system-based improvements that are coming because of this.
このグラフィックスアップデートに得られる最初の大きなポイント、染色システムアップデート
It's
させて
very
いただき
pirate
ます。
themed here.
So probably the biggest benefit you're going to see from this graphic updates is an update to the die system.
これまでも非常に多かった染色箇所を増やしてほしいなっていうフィードバックなんですが、
For a while, we've been getting a ton of feedback from people saying, I really want to be able to dye more parts of my gear.
2箇所まで
I called it, dude. I called it. I called it. I called it so long ago. I called it an eternity ago. I told you that you can do this with the update. I called this an eternity ago. I literally called this.
2箇所まで染色できるようになります。
I called
So
it.
now we have upgraded
I
it so
called
that you'll
it
be able to apply
months
2
ago.
dyes per gear piece.
I called it so long ago. I called it so long
で
ago.
ちょっと
And,
一部のハウ
and
ジングアイ
everyone
テ
was
ムなど
complaining
は
about it, and
難
I'm
しい
like,
んです
listen,
が、
just relax.
できる限り
When the graphic
多くの
update
装備
comes
アイ
out
テ
with
ム
the
で
keynote, they're going to
染色
confirm that you
箇
can
所を
dye 2 pieces.
2
And
箇所に
that's
ね
not just
増
going to be
加
for
さ
the
せて
gear
いただ
in
き
game.
ま
That's
す。
going to be
We
for
may not be able to apply
everything.
this to certain housing items, ones that are particularly difficult,
The
but
stuff
we
that
will
you
try
can
to
buy
apply
in
it
the
to as
store,
much
the
gear as
clothing
we
that you can
possibly
get, anything that's dyeable is going to officially be 2-pieceable. Guaranteed. 2-pieceable. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I called this,
こ
dude.
ちらについては
I
ですね
called this.
7.0 リリースのタイミングで全てのアイテムに対応するのはちょっと難しいんですが、できるだけ多くの
Everyone's
ア
glam
イテムを
is going to be
7.0で対応し
literally
て、対応
redone
が間
from
に
the
合わなかったも
bottom
のは
up.
順次アップデートで、複数
Oh
染
my
色箇所
God.
対応していこうと思いますので、こちら順次もねこれもアップデートされる
Like,
と思っていただけると助かります。
It changes
Okay,
everything.
so as
It changes
before, we will
everything.
try to implement as many of these items in 7.0 as we can
Because
so
in
they can be
fairness,
upgraded.
in respectable fairness,
But we probably
the
will not
white
get to all
mage,
of them.
this
So if
glam
your
right here,
favorite
this
gear
is
has
the
not
white
been
mage
upgraded yet, know that
560
it
set that you
will be
get for
upgraded in
completing
7.x.
Endwalker,
It's
right?
coming.
Before you complete the game, whatever.
そして
This is the
続いて
post-titling
もです
gear
ね
you get. The colors are
こちらもご要
literally
望多かった
opposite.
ものです
What's red right now is
Next, we
usually
have
white
another
and
thing
vice
that we've
versa.
gotten a
They
lot of
literally
requests for.
like that. This looks so much better.
メガネを
Oh, you can wear eyeglasses on top of gear piece. Actually, that is also very fire. That is unbelievably fire.
頭
Right.
装備を
And the problem was that if you wanted to dye that
メガネ
chest
がか
piece,
けれない。メ
the
ガネを
red
かける
stayed.
と頭装備
The
が消えるっ
red
ていうのがまあ
stayed.
これまでだ
So
ったんです
dyeing
け
it
ど、
white and or blue and red looked
7.0 か
gross.
ら
Now you can
まあ
literally
でき
color
る
it
だ
whatever
け
you
まあ
like. I'm
7.0 間
telling
に
you,
合わせ
everything's
る
gonna
予定で
change
今進んでま
immensely.
すが、
Immensely.
メガネをですね頭装備つけたま
Because
ま
like
メガネつけられるようになり
Like
ます。
we're gonna talk about it. We're
Okay,
gonna talk
so
about it.
you know, until
I can't
now it
wait,
was the
dude. I can't wait.
situation where if I want to wear a helmet, I can't wear eyeglasses. If I want to and then I put anything on my head and there's no glasses and it's tragic. So we will do our best to make sure this is implemented in 7.0 so that you will be able to wear headgear and glasses at the same time.
皆さんの中でですね、8人レイドとかゼツとかよく行ってるよっていう人どれぐらいいます？
How many of you frequently play 8-man raids or ultimates?
Yeah, we are in the building with that.
ああ結構いますね。
Wow, there's a lot.
メガネを装備するっていうことはやばい新しいアクセサリー増えるのかしらって思うかもしれません。
So those folks might be thinking, oh no, does that mean I need to have more accessory problems?
No,
今
what that
回
means
実
is
装
that
させ
the
てもらう
gear
メガネは
weapons,
あくまでファッションアイテムって扱いにするので
The weapons are-
パラメータとかは一切ないですしあまりチェストを使うようなこともないのでただペーパードールからね装備できるようにはしますのでそこは安心してください。
So for these new glasses, while you will be able to equip them on your character like gear, system-wise, they are not treated like gear. They will not take up space in your armory chest, so do not worry.
Yeah, because they're going to be fashion accessories. Yep. They're going to be fashion accessories.
そしてシステム的なアップデートもう一つ、こちらはですね、すみません、7.0 ではないんですが、今 7.x のどっかでアップデートできるように頑張ってる機能です。
Okay, this last one we'll not be able to implement in 7.0, but we are going to plan it for 7.x.
大変お待たせしていますが。
Oh, okay.
Sorry for the long wait.
Okay. Sure. That's for housing, I'm chilling.
なんとかですね、ハウジングにおける、家具の配置数の増加というのを現在作業中でございます。
I think it's like 100
We are
slots?
currently working on increasing the furnishing limit.
まあなんとかね、7.x で、達成できる見込み
I think the max is like 100, right? Or is it
ぜひ
200?
ですね、
It's 100? Yeah.
ハウジングやってるよっていう方、
Oh, who uses housing here?
Listen.
すいませ
It
ん、
don't
本当
even
にお待た
matter.
せしました。
I'm really sorry we made you wait this long.
They're not gonna just double it.
そ
They're
んな
gonna
皆
like
さんにですね
quadruple、it.
ぜ
It's
ひ
gonna
も
go
うちょ
from
っと待
like
ってもらえれば、
100 to like
お届けできる
500.
ようにね、今サーバーチーム頑張ってますので、もう少々お待ち
This
くださ
graphics
い。
update is
All right,
something
but the
that people
server
are
team is really
heavily
trying their
not
best,
thinking
so
about.
please just be patient for a little while longer and you'll have your extra furnishings.
It's gonna be so wild because that also includes furnishing, right?
ただですね、グラフィックスアップデートをするとですね、どうしても、
It's gonna go up to like
それと同時にお伝えしなければな
They're
らな
not
い
gonna
こと
just
があり
double
ま
it.
す。
That'd be so wild.
Unfortunately, because we are doing a graphics update, we do need to tell you some important news that goes along with that.
動作環境変わります。
Yeah, they gotta.
The system requirements are changing.
Yep, they gotta.
大丈夫です、少しで。
It's only a little bit though.
こうなります。
Recommended
These are the
minimum
new specs.
8. Okay, so 16.
左
140 gigs
側
is
が
not that bad.
必須。
You can play with a
もう最低でも
970
これ
right now. You
揃え
need
て
a
ください。
2060.
On
That's
the
not
left
bad.
is the bare minimum that you need to play the game.
Yeah, 1920 to
で、
1080 is fine.
我々としては右側をおすすめしたいなっていう感じ
And
です
i7 is
On the right
recommended.
is what we personally think would be ideal.
で Mac 版はすい
Yeah,
ませ
but
ん、まだ
like
検証途
minimum
中
is
なので、
you're playing
固まっ
minimum
たらま
in
たお
like
知らせ
30
させてい
frames
ただ
per
きます
second.
As for the Mac
The-
stuff, we're still trying to figure out the details on that, so we will let you know as soon as we can.
This is gonna allow you.
プレイステーショ
I
ン
play like
4
this
版は
already
そのま
and
ま
like a little
継
bit
続サポート
beyond.
させていただ
But
き
the
ます
problem
の
is that
で
if you play in
心
max
配
settings
はしなくて
now,
大丈夫で
like
す。
the game,
But you don't need to worry about PS4. We will continue to support that.
yeah, the game is
ただし
marred by its own,
ただ
like,
し
by its own engine.
However,
16も出たんだからそろそろいいん
They
じゃな
are
いかなって
gonna after 7.0.
PS5 買いましょうよ
There's no more PS4.
yeah, but you know, FF16 is out. So if you were thinking
Yeah.
of getting a PS5, now's the time.
This just confirmed that 7.0 is
ち
the
なみに
final
皆さ
expansion
ん
that you
大丈夫
cannot
そうですか
play
PC の
PS4
環
after.
境
Are you guys going to be okay? Do these requirements look okay?
When 8.0 comes out, PS4 will be obsolete. That's what they're saying.
まあいろんなね他のゲームを PC で楽しむため
Because they
にも
can't. The only reason why the game
まあ
looks
普通
so
これぐ
bad
らいあ
until
っても
then is
十分
because
かなと思うの
PS4
でまあ
was
できるだけ
still a
ね
thing.
あまり超強力な
Because
PC
the
じゃ
same
ない
thing
と動か
happened
ないみ
with
たいなことはしない
Shadowbringers
つもりなの
and
で
PS3.
ぜひ来年の夏まで
You
に
couldn't play,
スペックちょっと足りないなという方
Or
は
sorry, Stormbolt. You
パ
couldn't
ー
play
ツ
Stormbolt
の
because of
買い
PS3.
替えだったり
They didn't. It
PC の
was
買い替え
impossible.
自体を検討していただけると助かります
So we don't want to
Because the
force
color
everyone to
rendering
get like a
was
super
terrible
high
in
spec
Stormbolt
PC,
if
but
it
we do
wasn't on
think
a
that if you
PS4
upgrade
only.
to this level, it'll also help you in playing other games as well. So those of you who need to, if you could, consider upgrading your system by next
it's
summer,
fine.
that would
Like,
be fantastic.
It's hard for people to make consoles for games
シ
and
ステム
games
的
that are
な
like
アッ
for
プデ
old
ートちょっ
generation
とあと
consoles.
1枚だけ小ネタスクリーンショ
Especially
ット
when
があ
like
るの
the
で
game doesn't look good on a
紹介
modern
し
day
て終わろうか
console.
と
They
思い
gotta
ます
stay
Okay,
modern.
one more quick system update that we have a screenshot for.
Strategy board. Oh my god, you can make raid plans inside of the freaking game? You can make raid plans?
これまあ グラフィックスアップデート
You can make-
そのものではないん
You
ですけ
can
ど
make a
ちょっと面白い
toolbox
ものを
in the
作ってますという
game.
報告で
Yo,
す。
this is
So
how
this
you
isn't
know
related to the
that
graphics
they
update, but
pay
we thought it was
attention
cool,
to
so we'll
everything
share
that
it.
people are
ま
using
だ
as a
UI もね全
resource.
然仮の状態なんですが
There's
皆
a-
さん
there's
が
a- there's a-
ゲームの中で
there's a Square
コンテ
Enix
ンツ攻
employee
略
who's
など
inside
を
the
打ち合わ
Discord,
せ
and
でき
they
るよう
know
に
that we use
ホワイトボード機
toolboxes.
能と
So
いう
they
のを
just
制作
made
中です。
toolbox as a function.
Okay, so this UI is not final, but fundamentally, this is an online whiteboard style feature that will allow
You
you
can make
to
a toolbox
meet up and
in the
discuss your
game?
plans when you're challenging various duties.
That is so wild.
まあ、ファイナルファンタジー14で本当に君ら一体何作ってんのみたいな機能たくさんあるんですけどそれら、とにかく皆さんがゲームを楽しむための新しい遊びそれをサポートする機能というのもどんどん 7.x シリーズでも作っていきますのでどうぞお楽しみにしててください。
And this is just a keynote,
You know, Final
man.
Fantasy XIV has a lot of features that might make you think like, well, that's a weird choice to add. But on 7.0, we also do want to focus on those features that you will all find useful. So hopefully you will enjoy what we have in store.
さて、気象公演もちょっとね終わりに近づいてきたんですが今日お話しできる 7.0 や 7.x シリーズに関する内容はこれくらいです。
Okay, so we're closing in on the end here, and that is all I can share with you about 7.0 for now.
ただしもちろんねこの後パッチ 6.5 とかそれに続くアップデートがあるのでこちら
But we do have some updates still to come in 6.5.
その 7.0 に至るまでにパッチ 6.x シリーズで今後大きなものいろいろあるのでそれをお知らせさせていただこうと思います。
So there's plenty of interesting stuff to come in the time before 7.0 is released. So I wanted to really quickly go over some of that.
まずはフリートライアルのアップデートをさせていただきます。
First, we're
That is
expanding
such
the free
a W.
trial.
Such a W.
現在のフリートライアル新生オルゼアから蒼天と石ガルドパッチ 4.0 の直前までなんですが
The current free trial goes from A Realm Reborn to the end of Heaven's Word right before 4.0.
パッチ 6.5 リリースと同時にグレンのリベレーターつまりパッチ 5.0 の直前まで拡大さ
You know
せ
what's
ていただ
crazy
きま
is
す。
that if you can do the
But
free
with
trial with
6.5
Stormblood,
release,
that means that you
this will be
can.
expanded to include all Stormblood up till right before Shadowbringers.
ぜひですね
It'd be crazy
7.0 の
if you can do
新しい冒険のスタートに備えてたくさんの
In a free
14の
trial.
魅
Can
力
you
という
imagine
の
that?
を
That'd be wild, actually.
いろんな人に触れてもらうために
To
で
do
すねこれ
Ultimates in
今
this
後
game
も
for
フリートライアル
free?
拡張を続けていきたいと思ってます。
Since we are starting on this new adventure, we thought it would be a really great time to bring more people, let them see the charms of Final Fantasy XIV. So we will continue to expand from here.
ぜひ皆さんのご友人ご家族でまだ
The only
14触れて
problem
な
though
い
is
ぞ
that
という方が
like
い
in
た
order
ら
to
です
do an
ね
ultimate
ぜひこ
though,
のフリートライアル
it's gonna be
拡大でです
hard.
ね
Like, you're
お
gonna
すす
need
めしていただけると
to
大変
work
嬉し
for
い
the
で
gear.
す。
If you still have friends or family who haven't played 14, if you could just nudge them in this direction, that'd be great. Thank
But
you.
it also means that you can play Red
Please.
Mage and Samurai too, like literally.
さあ次の
And every
ニ
job
ュー
up
ス
to
はちょっと変わってます。
That's
All
fire.
right, the next news is a little bit different.
動画を先にご覧いただこうと思います。
Let's start with the video.
There's a collaboration with Fall Guys. That's pretty cute. There's a Final Fantasy 14 Fall Guys collaboration. Oh wow, Alphino and Alizado too? Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna crush it. I'm cool with this, bro. Here's the thing. I don't play Fall Guys, but I love Final Fantasy 14. I'm buying these, even if I don't play the game. Definitely playing it. I'm definitely buying these. My God. Bruh.
というわけで、フォールガイズとコラボレーションさせていただきます。
Like,
So
if
as
it's
you
a
may have
season
gleaned
pass,
from
I'm
that, we are
buying
doing
it.
a collaboration with Fall Guys.
まずご覧いただいたのは、フォールガイズの世界にファイナルファンタジー14のキャラクターやデザインが登場するようになり
If I
ま
can
す。
buy it, I'll buy it.
So
If I
what
can
you've just
play
seen
it,
is
then I'll
Final
play
Fantasy
it.
XIV characters and designs coming to Fall Guys.
フォールガイズにですね、ウォリアーズ・オブ・ライト・フェインパスというのが登場します。
It's a
And they
pass.
will be debuting the Warriors of Light Fame Pass.
こちらはですね、8月22日から10月3日まで、14のキャラクターコスチュームとかエモート、ビクトリーなどが、アイテム入手できるようになるそうです。
Okay, so from August 22nd, you'll be able to get this, and it will have all sorts of costumes and emotes and such.
パッチ 6.5 リリースまでの間ですね、ぜひこれを機会にフォールガイズもプレイしてみてください。
So, since we have the opportunity, you might want to check out Fall Guys between now and the release of 6.5 if you haven't already.
そして思ったでしょ、なんだフォールガイズ側に行くのかって。
And of course, are you a little disappointed? Are you thinking, well, what, are we just going to Fall Guys?
でもクロスオーバーです
Yeah,
よ。
we're getting crossovers.
It's a
yeah, dude.
crossover.
Imagine they put Fall Guys in 14.
というわけで、すいません、まだ絶賛
That'd be crazy,
開発中なので、今みたいな動画ではちょっと出せないんですが、スクリーンショット持ってきました。
And so, of course, it's coming to 14. We are still in development, so we don't have a video of this, but we do have some screenshots.
No way. There's no way. There's gonna be a Fall Guys event.
光の戦士たちですけど、ちょっと雰囲気違いますね。
These Warriors of Light are having a bit of a different time than usual.
Yo, this man over here is so lost with it.
ファイナルファンタジー14のゴールドソーサーにフォールガイズが疑似体験できるコンテンツを実装します。
So we will be implementing some Fall Guys-esque content into the Gold Saucer.
Yeah. This is lit. There's gonna be Fall Guys content. And you're gonna be able to have confusion too with it? That's gonna be wild.
こちら
Okay. Yo, look
最
at the
大
rock bar over
24人
here.
でプレイ
My man
同時プレイ
falling.
可能となる予定で、現在絶賛開発中です。
So we are planning to make this content playable by up to 24 players at once. So that's currently in development.
Bruh. Rest in peace, this guy. Holy.
せっかくね凝ったコラボレーションなら
It's,
という
it's
ことで
literally,
で
it
きる限
sounds
りの
so
再
dumb,
現に
but
こ
it's
だ
gonna
わっ
be
て
so
みました。
hilarious.
I
The
mean,
best
since we had
part,
this opportunity, we really tried our best to make the most of it.
the best part is if it's not like a
フォールガイ
limited
ズチー
edition
ムの
thing.
皆さんありがとうございます。
Because
And
the,
big thank
if
you
you
to the
think
Fall
about
Guys
it, the
team as
Monster
well.
Hunter collaboration hasn't left since how long ago? They might keep this in here for a while.
正式なパッチターゲットは調整中ですが、
And it's
パッ
coming
チ
out in the
6.5X
next
期間
major
中に
patch.
ゴールドソーサーにてプレイ可能な予定です。
We're not sure the details of exactly what minor patch it's going to be in, but it will come in 6.5x.
ぜひぜひですね、こちらも楽し
Probably
みにお待ちく
6.5.1
だ
most
さい。
likely.
Please
Because they're
look
gonna,
forward to it.
yeah, they're gonna focus on the story and the content that comes out for the main series, but like,
さて、
yeah.
この 6.5X 中に、アップデートする重要なお知らせなんですけど、この基調講演あと1個大きなお知らせが残ってます。
Okay, we just have one last important announcement about what's coming during 6.5x for the keynote.
その大きな発表の前に超特別なスペシャルゲストをお呼びさせてください。
But before we make that announcement, I would like to bring in a very special guest.
僕の長きにわたる友人でもあり、そしてご自身が熱心なね、ファイナルファンタジー14のファンでもあります。
This is my longtime friend and fellow Final Fantasy XIV fan,
フィル・スペンサー。
Phil Spencer? So you're about to tell me that they're gonna put 14 on Xbox? That's what you're telling me right now.
Thank you.
they're putting
改
they're
め
bringing
まして
14 to Xbox.
マイクロソフトゲーミング CEO のフィル・スペンサーさんです。ぜひ大きな拍手をお願いしま
I'm
す。
pleased to welcome the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Mr. Phil Spencer. A round of applause for him.
Are they really
フィルさん
finally
本当
doing
にお
it? It's
忙しい
been in
中
the
ようこそお
works
越しくださいました
for years.
Thank you
Dude.
so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here
They were
today.
trying to do this with the
そう
release
ここ
of
にフィ
Six
ルさん
Point
に
or of
登場してい
Shadowbringers.
ただいたということはそうです。
And well, the fact that Phil is here means
It's coming to Xbox, bro. Wow. Do you understand how much
世界
money
中から
that's
ご
going to
要
be?
望いただき本当に辛抱強くお待ちいただいて本当にありがとうございます。
we have received requests for this from all over the world, so
That's going
we
to
are
be
really
so
happy to
much
present this today.
money.
ファイナルファンタジー14 Xbox バージョンがついに登場します。これ
Final
によっ
Fantasy
て
14 for Xbox.
That's going to be yo. That's literally 10 million
これによっ
players
てですね
from
ファイナルファンタジ
Xbox
ー14の
alone.
コミュニティはより強くさらに拡大していくと思ってます。
Because of this, the 14 community will expand and become even stronger.
Because that's Xbox and international. That's literally
ではフィルさんせっかくなので
at least
ぜ
10
ひ
million.
配信を見てる人たちもたくさんいるので世界中の光の戦士とファンの皆さんに
That's
一
gonna
言
be so
お願いします。
much profit,
Phil,
dude.
can I ask you for a few words to all of the Warriors of Light and fans around the world?
Absolutely. Hey, everyone. It's great to be here with so many Warriors of Light. Thank you for the very warm welcome.
もちろんです。皆さんこんにちは。たくさんの光の選手たちと同じ場所にいられて本当に光栄です。温かく
They're not
迎え
even
てくれ
doing
てあり
this
がとうご
because
ざ
of
い
the
ま
fact
す。
that
The
Yo,
Xbox community is passionate
Microsoft
about
paid
games.
them
And like
bank
so
to
many
make that
players
happen.
around the world, the Final Fantasy series is one that gets lots of love from Team Xbox.
Xbox コミュニティは世界中の多くのプレイヤーと同じようにゲームに対してとても情熱があり、ファイナルファンタジーシリーズはそんなプレイヤーたちにとても愛されています。
And we're very happy to announce the Xbox version of Final Fantasy XIV with my friend Yoshida-san here today.
今日ここで私の友人でもある吉田さんと Xbox 版の14を
people
発表
have
できる
gone
こと
out
を
of their
本当に
way to
嬉しく
buy
思います。
PS4 just to play 14.
Together with his team, we are bringing the best online experience of this game to Xbox fans everywhere. And through crossplay, you can experience Final Fantasy XIV with old and new players alike.
That's crazy, actually.
吉田さんのチームと一緒に私たちは世界中の Xbox ファンに最高のオンライン体験を届けたいと思っています。そしてクラスプラットフォームプレイを通じて
So you
新
know what that also
旧のファイナル
means,
ファンタジー14のプレイヤーの皆さんと一緒に本作を体験してもらいたいです。
フィルさんありがとうございます。
They're
Thank you,
going to do the same thing for
Phil.
Nintendo. They're going to. They have to. Nintendo's also going to put their pockets in
僕
there
から
to make it possible.
ぜひね、皆さんにもお伝えさせていただきたいんですけど、本当にこの Xbox 版の
They
ファイナルファ
have
ンタ
to
ジー
because
14
literally
を開発
Nintendo
中、
right now is
フィ
working
ル
on
さんと
their,
僕は
their
本当に
next
直接
console
コミュニケー
post
ションを取る機会が
Whatever
これま
console
でた
comes
く
out
さんあり
post
ました。
Switch is going to have
So I
14
wanted to
on it
mention
too.
that during the extensive development of the Xbox version of Final Fantasy XIV, Phil and I had the opportunity to communicate directly a lot.
この Xbox バージョンの実現に向けてさまざまなサポート、そして最もたくさんの努力を直
Unless
接
they
し
make
て
Phil
いただ
pop
きま
off
した。
and then they bring out the president
We
of
really
Nintendo.
received so much support from you. And what can you tell our Warriors of Light about your hopes for the finished game?
ぜひですね Xbox その光の選手たち、楽しみにしてると思うんですけど、完成したゲームの期待値何かこう伝えたいことってありますか？
Do you have some words for our Warriors of Light here?
Yeah, what I really appreciate about you and your team is you put the player at the center of everything that you do. It couldn't be more clear than watching your presentation today. At Xbox, we share a very similar spirit when it comes to our players.
そうですね。吉田さんと吉田さんのチームについて私が本当に感心しているのは常にプレイヤーを体験やすべてのことの中心に置いていることです。もう今回の基調講演で拝見させていただきましたけれども本当にそれを感じました。Xbox でも同じようなスピリットをプレイに対して持っているつ
They're
もりです。
100% making
And
them
we're
come out on
really
Nintendo
inspired
consoles.
by how you have made Final Fantasy XIV, with all of you, a global success. And we want to bring the Xbox community and your Warriors of Light together in a way that is safe, secure, and engaging, and above all, fun.
なので私たちは皆さんが FF14 を世界的な成功に導いていることに刺激を受けていますし、 Xbox コミュニティと光の戦士たちが皆安心安全に、そして何よりも楽しく遊べるようにしたいと思っています。
And we also see this as a seminal moment in our relationship with you and the Final Fantasy team as we look to partner more closely together in the future.
今日この場で吉田さんとファイナルファンタジーチームとこうやって話せるのは本当に重要な瞬間だと思っていますし、これからより一層連携していることを期待しています。
はい。まあとてもとにかくね光栄です。本当にありがとうございます。
I'm so honored. Thank you, Phil.
まあご存知の通り、まあ僕実はめっちゃ Xbox ファンで、フィルさんもね14の大ファンなんですが。
So you know, I'm a big Xbox fan, and you said you're a big 14 fan.
これまで本当にどうやってこういけば Xbox のファンにファイナルファンタジー14届けられるか、本当にたくさんの意見交換してきました。
We've exchanged so many ideas about how we can make the best 14 available to Xbox fans.
だから僕はもう本当に友人として、でこの本当に Xbox 版を実現するためにどれだけ尽力してもらったかっていうのを一番知ってるのは僕なので、とにかくこのラスベガスのファンフェスにフィルさんに参加してほしかった。
As a friend, and because you've worked so hard to bring the Xbox version to fruition, I really wanted you to take the stage here at Las Vegas Fan Fest.
なので皆さんの前でね一緒に発表できることを本当に嬉しく思ってます。
So I'm really happy to present this in front of you all with everyone here together.
ではせっかくなのでフィルさんと一緒にその Xbox 版少し詳細見てみましょう。
So since we're here, let's take a closer look at the Xbox version with Phil.
まずその詳細なんですが、Xbox シリーズ X そして S 両方のプラットフォームでプレイ可能です。
So as far as the hardware goes, it can be played on Xbox Series XS, so both platforms.
そして高速ロードもちろん対応させていただいてます。
Of course, we can guarantee even higher quality play with faster loading.
さらにシリーズ X では 4K 対応をしてさらに高品質なプレーをお約束します。
Also, the Series X will have 4K support, so even higher quality.
そして気になるリリース時期ですが、
as for the release window, I'm sure you're all wondering.
Comes out with a
リリース時期は2024年春になります。
That will be spring of 2024.
拡張パッケージ 7.0 の前、パッチ 6.5X 運営中にオープンベータテストを行います。
And before the release of 7.0, during patch 6.5X, we will be having the open beta.
そのまま安定性を見て正式サービスへと進めていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。
And we will continue to monitor the stability of the system and then proceed to official release.
April should be when the
今
beta
日こ
comes
の
out.
ステージで発表したファイナルファンタジー 14.7.0 ドントレイルを含むフルバージョン Xbox でプレイ可能になります。
So the full version that we've announced on the stage today, including 7.0 Dawn Trail, will be playable on Xbox.
She called it Dawn Trail. That's like such a. It's so different than like Endwalker.
他のプラットフォームと同じように Xbox 版もダウンロード版のみの発売となります。
See now
It
that's
will only be
that's
available
a
as a
thing.
downloadable version, just like our other platforms.
オープンベータから製品版に移行すればそのままプレイできますので、ぜひオープンベータから参加してください。
So
However,
now
because
we
of
have
that, you
this
can
is
go
the first
straight from the
problem.
open beta to playing the full release version. So we do encourage
The
you to
full
join the
problem now
beta.
comes into full circle.
フィルさん改めて
If this-
壇上でこう発表できて
if the
感
digital
想
only
いか
release
が
for
ですか？
this means
Phil, once again, do you have any further
what it
comments you'd
means,
like to share?
then 7.0 is not going to
The
have
entire
discs,
Xbox team is excited to see how our newest Warriors of
which
Light
wouldn't be fun.
will use the full capabilities of Xbox Series X and Series S to help save Eorzea.
However, I feel like there's going to end up.
And I'm excited to partner with
There's
you,
probably going to be a
Yoshida-san,
meme
and your
where
studios
PS5
as you bring
players
this
or PS4
incredible
players versus Xbox
franchise
players
to global
versus
platforms
PC
to
players
enable
becomes
more
a thing.
players
You know what I mean?
to connect and experience the joy of gaming together.
There's going to be
新たに
memes
加わる光の選
somewhere
手た
in
ち
the
が
works
いか
about
に
that being a
Xbox
thing.
シリ
People
ー
are
ズ
going to be like, go
X
back,
と
get
シ
off
リ
of
ーズ
Xbox
S の
and go
機
back
能
to
を
you
フル
know
に活用してエオル
something
ゼアを
else,
作っていくの
something,
が
something stupid.
見るのを楽しみにしています
It's not
そ
going
し
to
て
matter
吉田さん
though,
と
because
スタジオチームの皆さんと
there are
連携
definitely
し
certain
この
Xbox
素晴らしい
players
フランチャイズを
that
グローバ
just
ルなプラット
couldn't
フォーム
play
で
this
展開
game
する
because
こと
they
で
couldn't
より
play
多
it
くのプレイヤー
on
とつながり
Xbox.
一緒にゲームの楽しさを体験できるように
Now
なる
that
こ
they
とを楽
can
しみ
do
にしてい
this,
ます
Thank you, Fear.
the number of players that are going to be coming is going to be insanely high.
では最後に、この会場にね、せっかくスクエアエニックスの CEO もいるのでちょっと登場してもらおうかと思います。
Well, since our CEO is here, why not just bring him out too?
桐生さん出てきてください。
President Kiryu.
This was a very good
桐生さ
business
んが
decision.
桐生さん
Very
か
good
ら
business decision for
桐生さんとかね、フ
Xbox
ァンの皆さんに
to
Xbox
invest in
バージョンの
this.
発表についてちょっとコメントをいただけると
They
助かり
paid
ます。
Square so
President
much
Kiryu, can
money
you
just
share
for
your
this.
thoughts with us about the new Xbox version?
First off, I have to thank you, Philson, for working with us to make the Xbox version of Final Fantasy XIV a reality.
Thank you.
And this is a project that wouldn't have been possible without his support. So I'd like everyone to once again give him the biggest round of applause.
I respect it. I respect it a lot because I think that it's actually like it's a good win. There's a lot of players who literally purchased the PS4.
Thank you. And
Just for
I'd like
14.
to speak Japanese from here because we're speaking both with Yoshi and Philson.
ここからは日本語でお話しさせてい
So
ただき
much
ま
money,
す
dude.
そしてですね、改めまして、ヨシピーも私も、そしておそらくここにいる多くの非課税の皆さん、そしてですね、配信を見ている皆さん、き
Because 14
っとです
players
ね
gotta buy the
Xbox
expansion,
と
they
いう
gotta buy
新
the
た
game,
な
they're gonna
プ
buy
ラッ
the
トフォームを
purchase
得て
edition,
です
whatever
ね
that boils down
ファイナル
to
ファンタジー
version, and
14
they're gonna
こ
buy
こにいらっしゃる皆さんの
games,
熱
dude.
気をより多くの仲間と共に
It's
世界中で楽しめること
so much
これをみんな楽しみにしていると思います
I think I can speak for myself, Yoshpi, all of our warriors of light here, watching the live stream, when I say how excited I am to see Xbox support added and for us to welcome countless new friends to the world of Final Fantasy XIV.
そしてですね Xbox ユーザーの皆さんファイナルファンタジー14は先ほどもお話ししましたけれども今後さらに発展していきますのでどうかここにいる皆さんと一緒に楽しんでいただければというふうに思います
Final Fantasy XIV is only going to get bigger and better, so all the Xbox gamers out there, I urge you to give Final Fantasy XIV a try.
そしてスクエアエニックスの CEO としてもう一つだけ言わせてください
And one more thing, as CEO of Square Enix,
我々スクエアエニックスここにいるヨシピをはじめ開発のメンバー含めてこれからも世界中のファンの皆さんに素晴らしいゲームをお届けしたいというふうに思っています
we want to continue to deliver fabulous games to fans across the world.
そして Xbox フィルさんのファンである Xbox コミュニティの皆さんにもですねぜひ我々のゲームをより多く楽しんでいただきたいというふうに思っています
And of course, we want to welcome the Xbox community as well.
本日ですね発表させていただいたファイナルファンタジー14の Xbox バージョン版 Xbox 版はですね2024年の春には皆さんにお届けしたいというふうに思っていますけれどもこれを皮切りにですね世界中の Xbox のプレイヤーの皆さんに当社スクエアエニックスのゲームをできるだけ多くお届けできるように楽しんでいただけるようにしようとしてぜひ頑張っていきたいというふうに思っています
And starting with today's announcement of Final Fantasy XIV coming in spring 2024, and wherever possible, we're planning to bring our games to Xbox for players around the world to enjoy.
今後ですね Xbox とスクエアエニックスがパートナーシップをしっかり組みながらですね世界中のより多くのお客様を楽しませるために ここにいるフィルさんとですね
To tell your Xbox
Xbox チー
turn
ムの
off
皆さ
would
ん
be
と
the
一緒に
funniest thing ever.
これからご一緒にですねできることを今から私はとても楽しみにしています。
We're really looking forward to working closely with Phil and the Xbox team to make this possible.
Thank you, Kuru-san. We deeply
Just like
respect the
mid-rage,
rich
like we're at
legacy of
Enraged.
Square
Xbox,
Enix,
turn
and
off,
we look
brother.
forward to
And
building
then
on the relationship that we've
like,
established in bringing
holy crap,
Final
that'd be
Fantasy
insane.
XIV to Xbox and partnering
But there's no
closely
way
with you
anyone is using
and
a
the Square
Kinect at
Enix
this
team
point.
on
There's
future
no way.
games.
I haven't seen a
キリュウさんあり
Kinect
がとうござい
in
ます。
literally
私たちはスクエア・エニックスの素晴らしいレガシーを
There's no
深く
way.
リスペクトしていますし、このファイナルファンタジー14を Xbox に導入することで培ってきた関係をより強くして、今後いろいろなことにおいて、キリュウさんや吉田さん、そして御社から今後リリースされていくタイトルにおいて、スクエア・エニックスチームの皆さんと密に連携できることを楽しみにしています。
So much
はい、あ
fun.
りがとうございます。ぜひよろしくお願いします。今後も Xbox の皆さんとお仕事していくのとても楽しみにしてます。
I'm extremely thankful, and we are committed to working with Xbox going forward.
じゃあせっかく来ていただいたので、ちょっと握手を3人でしてもいいですか？
While we're up here, let's shake hands.
What the fuck? Like some president shit? History in the making. Square hasn't done anything like this with Xbox since 15. You know what I mean?
はい、ありがとうござい
the
ます。
game
Thank you so
before
much.
15.
いや、改めて、フ
reevaluated
ィ
the
ルさん、本
relationship.
当に信じられないぐらいお忙しい中、
With
このファンフェスのステージ
Xbox.
に来てくださり、本当にありがとうございます。
Because
Really,
this
Phil,
is
thank
going to
you so
happen.
much for taking time
They're
out
going to
of
have
your
a
busy schedule
conversation,
to come
these
to
two,
this at
and they're going to try and
Fanfest.
make 16
では
come on
会場の皆
Xbox.
さん、
Because,
改
like,
め
oh,
て
if
大き
14
な
can
拍
come
手
on,
を
why
お
not
願いし
16?
ます。
But
One
it's
more
not
big
going to
round of
happen.
applause, please.
Not going to
フィ
happen.
ル・
There's
ス
no
ペン
way.
サーでした。Thank you!
Because like 16 doesn't need to go anywhere except for like PS5 and like maybe PC, but 14, telling you, like for them to make it come out on Xbox is actually such a W.
ようやく発表できてほっとしてます。
And
I'm
people need
so
to
glad
not
we
think
finally
about,
got to
no,
reveal
16
that.
is a PS5 exclusive. It's only on
キリさん、初
PS5.
めてこの
And
物
the
理ファン
game
フェ
is
スの
very
こう
close.
ステ
It's
ー
like
ジに
4
立って
million
みて、
copies, and the
いか
game
がで
hasn't
した
even
か？
been out for
So,
more than
President
like 2
Kiryu, this is your
months.
first time at
In the
Fanfest in
first week
person. How
of
is
the
it?
game, 16 sold 3 million copies in its first week, which is a W. The game
for the
is
lack of a better word,
projected
this is
in
the
its fiscal
best
year
experience
to
ever.
sell at least 6 or 7, which is insane. Because not even 15 sold that many back then.
さて、気象公演なんですが、今日のところお話しできることはすべてお話ししました。
All right, as far as the keynote goes, I have told you everything I possibly can today.
7.0、そしてさらなる大きなお知らせは、
As for further announcements on big upcoming stuff, including 7.0,
次のファンフェスロンドンでさせていただこうと思います。
Yep.
please tune
There you
in
go.
to Fanfest in London.
October in London. That's the next Fanfest. Yep. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna get the second trailer. We're gonna
改
know
め
the
て、
first
キリュウさ
job.
ん、こうファンフェスまもなく
Guaranteed.
このまま
We're
ス
gonna
タ
know
ー
the
トしてい
first
こうと
job.
思いますが、皆さんに一言ありますか？
Well, we're getting ready to kick off Fanfest then. So, President Kiryu, any final thoughts?
Thank you very much for having a time today, and I'm so excited, and I got lots of energy from here, all of Warriors of Light. Thank you very much.
さあではこのままオープニングに移りたいと思いますので、
All
ラ
right.
スベガスに来ている開発運営チームの皆さん、ステージへお願いします。
So let's move on to the opening ceremony, which means we need the development team out on stage.
100%. So the London Fanfest will reveal the name of the new scouting job. The trailer will show off the job. Yoshi P should, in theory, be wearing the job that will dictate the expansion. So whatever the scouting job is, he's going to be wearing a costume to dictate it.
There
which would be
are
cool.
a lot of people here in the room, and this is extremely terrifying.
So we'll know the name of the scouting job
Thank you all for being
in
here.
October.
It's super exciting to have you all back in person in our first fan festival
We're
in
gonna
many
know
years.
we're gonna know the raid.
We are super excited. I'm extremely nervous, so please, bear with me.
Raid
but,
or alliance.
That was
one
a
of the two.
super exciting.
But we'll
keynote.
definitely
Thank you,
know.
Yoshida-san.
We're definitely gonna know the
Thanks.
raid, and we're gonna know the name of the first ultimate.
And Kate, of course.
He probably won't
All right, let's
wear
get some,
a second.
let's get some greetings.
He
from
probably
everyone.
won't wear a
Kate, if you
shirt
would
with
start
the
us
second
off.
job because
Hi,
he'll probably
like
be
I
in
said,
costume.
I'm Kate. I'm the English localization lead.
Maybe.
And yeah, I'm just really happy to be here with you guys. I was at Digital FanFest, which was just me saying
We're not
things
gonna
in a
see the
direction
job
with
actions
no fans
until
there.
Japan's
So it's really
FanFest.
great to have you
So
all
we're
in
not gonna know
person.
what the changes
And
are
yeah,
for the
as Matt
jobs.
said, like still terrifying. Like it doesn't get any less terrifying. So great. I
We
hope
are
you guys have a
definitely
fun
gonna
time
know-
this weekend.
Yeah, whatever the name of the scouting job is.
Hello, everyone.
The
Michael
raid-
Christopher Koji Fox.
One of the raids, some of the raids that we have out there.
I guess now because she's lead, I'm localization supervisor. Eh? I also, do lyrics and,
We
some
should
lore
see an
book
update
stuff
for
and
the,
purveyor of poor puns.
Yeah.
Every
We should
now
see
and
an
then.
update for the graphics.
5 years in between physical fan fest.
We're gonna
is
get the
way
story-
too
we're gonna
long.
get the story
I'm
update
really excited to
for
be back in
MS2.
Vegas to reconnect with
Because
a lot
we saw
of
the- we saw the
old
main
friends as
areas
well as
of-
make a lot of new friends, hopefully.
That's relevant
Yeah,
to the city state
most
where
of the
you're going to be
heavy
residing
lifting
in. Like
for
we have
this
the
show
we
is
have
gonna
the
be done
new
by
old
Kate
Charlie,
and Imi,
basically.
which I'm super grateful. Thank you so much.
Because the trailer didn't
Thank you so
showcase
much.
anything outside
Which
of
is
that
going to
too.
give me a lot of time to be on the floor with
We
you
gotta
guys.
go
So if you see
we
me,
gotta go rewatch the
grab me,
trailer.
say, hey, balls.
Oh, you're gonna get mobbed, dude.
Don't,
on,
don't
sorry. I
actually
know,
grab
right.
him.
That's dangerous words.
Politely wave at him.
Yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Just one note, I will be answering no questions about teenagers, mutants, ninjas, and/or turtles. No questions, sorry.
どうもシニアストーリーデザイナーの石川です。
Standing ovation probably that. There's no effing way because she wrote the
Hello,
story,
Natsuko
so
Ishikawa,
she's
senior
goated.
scenario designer here.
She wrote the
いろいろ
story.
言う
She's
ことはあったんで
literally
すけ
the
れども、
freaking
皆
greatest
さんがトレーラー
person.
で暁のメンバーにうおーって言ってくれたのを聞いてたら嬉しくて
She's
忘
the
れちゃいました。
storyteller,
You know, I
bro.
was trying to plan my speech when I got up here, but when we were watching the trailers and everybody was cheering for each of the scions that showed up, everything just kind of went blank.
皆さんのおかげでウリエンジェやパイナップルジュースを飲み、グラハはクソデカタコスを食べることができるようになりました。
But thanks to everybody, Grahak and Urianji.
Okay, we're gonna reduce this for now. They're gonna do the introduction and stuff like that. So what we're gonna look at now, real quick, is the trailer literally just came out
そのお礼の気持ちを込めて
2 minutes ago. All right, so we're gonna check out this in a moment. I'm gonna mute this for now, and then we're gonna rewatch this and react to it because I'm telling you now, the freaking trailer, okay, it's gonna be so cracked. All right, we're literally in the middle of the FanFest keynote right now. It's kind of closing up, but they just literally released the trailer. Let's crack into it. The trailer's fire.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
I already saw this trailer. Why do I have chills? this man and his taco, bro.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
Bro, he's drinking out of a pineapple. I didn't even realize it last time.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. My home. Kural.
All right, so we gotta dissect this entire Dawn Trail trailer, right? So here's the thing that has to be put into perspective for this, right? So in the keynote, they basically said that the introduction for Dawn Trail is, see, now that I'm saying it in my head now, it sounds so much more fire than I initially heard it, because I was kind of like shocked when I heard it, but either way. So like they literally described the expansion as an initial preparation for like a post summer vacation, despite everything that's going on. Like the theme is summer vacation. Like that's what they said, right? So that's the reason why you're on a boat. We're traveling over to the southwestern, part of the world, and we're gonna be going to go do the whole vibes, right? All this is really really cool. Now the thing is that he's already sitting on top of in the front of the ship, like cocky and excited, right? He's not really like arrogant and like annoying, but like, he like the Warrior of Light he's literally prepared to go on the island. Like that's what's happening right now, right? So I think that's really cool. I like that he doesn't really just appear out of nowhere. He's like ready to like go on this adventure, which I think is so fire. The other thing that I like is that they actually took a lot of perspectives of characters we've already seen in the previous expansions, and they're keeping them inside the loop of the story. It's really hard for them to do that. It was difficult for them to do that with Shadowbringers, because like a whole nother shard, right? But now that everything kind of is conglomerated right now in like Eorzea and like for the majority of the shard that they're currently on, like for Erenville to come along with us as a gleaner to like expand in the universe and everything for the game, it makes total sense and it fits really well also. So I love that. Then we move over to like, this part of the area where this is the area of the new expansion, right? It's very village and jungle and like, adventurer-esque, which makes total sense because like the whole purpose of this trailer and expansion is that it's a new saga, right? It's like 1.0 all over again in terms of story, content, etc., whatever have you. Only thing that might be different, obviously, is that like it's a full continuation of the previous expansions, right? So the characters and the story that's been developed is all there, but we're getting new stuff, and that's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Monster Hunter, like low-key, which I like that, right? Now, here's the first segment where so in the keynote, they mentioned that the purpose of the expansion is that the new worlds that we're going to is basically trying to decide on a new ruler to take over the world. Or rather the new world, the content that they're going to be going to. Like us as Warriors of Light, like we're going to be involved in helping decide who gets to take over the new world as it is established, which kind of like rings a couple of questionable bells, because it's like, why are we involved, right? But that'll obviously be further deciphered as we kind of dive deeper through the expansion as a whole, which is sick. However, spoilers, it's been confirmed this guy is the current ruler of the new world. Current. So someone else in a theoretical idea is going to be taking over this guy should he not be best fit to rule the throne. That's the idea. So for him to be fighting us is a very clear indication that we don't really want him to be the leader, or we're putting him to the test. So there's that. Now here's the other thing. We are currently using a single sword. However, there's no shield, which means that we're not paladin anymore, obviously. Now, it's kind of hard to figure out what the job entails. I think during the keynote, I think I ideally thought, because the weapon is thin, So it reminded me of Red Mage. So I was gonna say that it could have been Red Mage. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that this is the case. I think this is actually the new job. And it's been confirmed that it's 2 DPS. We're getting a melee and we're getting a caster. This is guaranteed to be the scouting class if it's not Red Mage. Because the coat that the but at the same time though, you have to go back to the part where he's here. This gear that's being worn is very pirate-esque. You can even see it in the collar of the shirt as well. The collared shirt doesn't really say Red Mage to me. It says Scouts. But the weapon that he has versus this thing is too long to be a ninja weapon, and he's holding it with the sword forward. So this has to be the new scout class. It has to be, because the other problem though is that the coat doesn't really get to really showcase what the person is wearing, right? So it's hard to really figure out like what's under the coat, because on the backside it could be a shield and all of a sudden, right, paladin, but that wouldn't make sense. What I think is the sword, right? So here's the thing. Right now, the sword is being held in his right hand. Now you might think like, oh, like if it's a scout job, that means that the left hand has to have a sword filled in it somewhere, right? However, if it's on his left side, it would make sense. That means that the sword is on his right side and it's being covered. So he has the sword in his right hand and the second sword is on his right hip also. So in any event that he would bring out two swords, then he has basically one of those scenarios. So that's what they're doing with this. Now, I don't really know in what moment that they actually don't showcase it to you, but they clearly put him under the flame with this because the coat will burn off and it will reveal the second weapon. Now, here's the thing. It might not even be a second sword. It could even be a gun. People think that the second weapon that he has isn't actually a sword. People think that he's going to be able to because it's a dual wielding class guaranteed. So if he's dual wielding a sword with, say, like a pistol of some sort, then now the job that we're thinking of may not even make sense anymore. I can't tell you what job it's related to because there's not that many dual wielded like jobs in the game as a whole. But if I was thinking it to be like, I can't really give you a name of a job because you would think like Rune Fencer, but it's not Rune Fencer. It's a job that uses two swords, but like again, like what job in Final Fantasy lore has two swords, right? There's not really that many. There's only a couple operations. Fang is a good example from 13. However, her weapon's a spear and she's technically a dragoon, but her weapon breaks into two. I'm trying to like quickly cycle through all the characters that I know that utilize double-handed weapons. You have technically Zidane, who does use two-handed swords. However, he wields them behind, similar to how Ninja does, so he can't be. Also, his job is technically a thief. So unless this job is a thief, then there's no chance of it, right? You also have, in technical case, you have Shadow from FF6. But technically he's a ninja, so that also doesn't count, right? So it's kind of hard to figure out exactly which job he might be going off of in terms of the actual implication, but for sure he has a second weapon hidden underneath the coat. What the weapon is unclear, and they did a very good job of hiding it. It could be a short sword. My personal thing is that whatever the job is called, I think it's a unique job to Final Fantasy lore in general, but it does use two swords. Objectively, it's going to be two swords that when they do normal damage and normal attacks with them splits, but there's a stance of some sort where he puts the swords together and then it becomes kind of like a dual-edged sword, like a double-edged sword kind of thing. It's going to be something like that, I think. And if they don't do it with the double sword thing, it's going to be a sword and like a small gun. And then that way he kind of acts like a tactical, right? Like a tactical class that, like a shotgun or something like that. Like it might be. But if it follows like a pirated theme or like a summer camp based theme or something of that nature, it should be something that like fits that kind of criteria. So we'll see. Now, obviously, they're here having fun and partying and doing all that they got to do. But they're obviously not doing this outside of just for sake of having fun, right? They're doing reconnaissance. Because Yasho's obviously researching this. Alize and Graha are trying to have fun, right? And again, spoilers, but in the keynote, they did mention that the Scions would be splitting in terms of who they think is best fit to rule. That doesn't say that the Scions are going to be no longer a thing, but what it does say is that people are going to have divided opinions about who should be ruling the new world. Now, obviously, who picks which side is kind of hard to guess, but I would wager that you can I like to be confident and say that Grahatia and Alize will be together. There's no for sure certainty that Alphino will be on the same side as them, but I think that it'll be at least Graha and Alize versus Y'shtola and Alphino. I do think so. Now, Thancred versus Urianger is kind of up in the air. It's kind of hard to decipher. Because again, and then Estinian, we have no idea, right? I really couldn't tell you which one. However, I think Estinian would pick Alphino's side just because he's been so well developed by him as a character as a whole. So now you have it being like a 2v3 scenario, right? But all of a sudden now, right, you got Thancred, who's again doing reconnaissance and doing his research. And there's a possible chance that he can be on either side, and same thing for Urianger. But obviously they work together very frequently too, so chances are, right, it might be they might be on Alize and Grahatia side. But I mean, a lot of it's really hard to speculate. So I personally have no idea. I think we as the Warrior of Light will be on the side that wants the new ruler to take over because we don't like the current ruler. I think that's what the thing is going to be. I think in terms of like Alize's side, I think they also will support the current ruler, and then Alphino's side will want the new ruler if it's going to go in that direction. Just throwing it out there. Now, the last thing to keep in mind with this, I think, is actually one of the biggest details, is that as a character as a whole, every single expansion since 1.0, we've never changed our hairstyle. But in this time, our hairstyle is completely different. And it kind of reminds me of Zach Fair from ffxiv, like a little bit. So like that doesn't really have any indication as to what job he might be indicative of, but you can see here that his outfit literally showcases that he's not really playing like a casting class. He's playing like a scouting class. And his hand here was on his knee, but I think it was also holding whatever is either on whatever side of whatever his weapons are, kind of thing too. So like, again, it's really hard to figure it out. So for now, this is the information that we have. This is just a teaser trailer. This is the first one. There's going to be 3 in total. The second trailer will give us further implication on the scouting job, and it'll also tell us a little bit more about the villain, and also what kind of narrative is going to be told about the lore for the whole game as it is. We are definitely going to be getting more information come October with the London Fanfest, to be sure. The trailer will definitely extend from 2 to maybe like 5-ish minutes, depending on what it is. And then we have the Japan one, and that's going to be the final everything. And then we'll see that come out in January, maybe February of 2024. So we do have a lot of time on our hands between now and then to get more information. So there's a lot of things to cover, a lot of theories being held. Once again, here you have the final logo for the game expansion. It looks really good, and they also translated it in Japanese. I think the Japanese translation appears on the bottom right. They literally said that it was like the Legacy of Gold or the Gilded Legacy. So you know now that there's going to be a historical thing being put into perspective for what's happening with the new world. So there's a lot of questions to be had. I'm excited. I can't wait to figure out more about what's to come. We'll see for sure. So there's a trailer. Yeah. So I think, like, all in all, that's really what we're going to be looking out for. What's this? Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I think that I think it's ending, actually. Yeah, because right now, let's see, they go over the team, they showcase the team. There was a promotion. Memory foam head pillow, apparently. Okay. So this is coming up next. This is going to be this isn't going to be for another hour when this comes out. We're not going to watch this. This is going to be a retelling of the expansion for the Heidelin Zodiac Saga. So and then this is going to be the annotation, again, kind of further showcasing like everything that they did in terms of development, storytelling and everything for the for Endwalker, primarily speaking. And then they're going to be doing the piano performance around like 10 o'clock tonight Eastern time. And then tomorrow is the official live letter. However, the live letter isn't going to have anything to do with with 7.0. It'll be a 6.5 live letter. So we're gonna figure out. We're gonna get another trailer tomorrow, but the trailer will be for 6.5 in specificity. So we're gonna find out what's gonna happen with the as the conclusion to Endwalker, as an expansion. And we're going to figure out information about the new dungeon, the new trial, you know, the next Manderville stuff, all the content that's coming to be put into place for it too. So that'd be pretty sick actually. Wait, Val, what do you think the weapon is? Sorry, I definitely like tunneled in terms of what was going on for this. Also, like low key, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm taking a picture of this. Damn, wait. I need to grab that picture. Yeah. You know how much do I know about Old Republic? I mean, I know a little bit, but I didn't, if anything, I played it as a kid, but like I'm not like a super massive Star Wars fan, so like there's a dual wielding class called Marauder. See, like it's possible, but the problem is that there already is a Marauder in 14, and it's the class of what eventually becomes Warrior. But it could totally be something similar to that, but have a different name. The problem though is that like it's hard to really figure out what exactly the job name will be called. I think you're on the right track though. I definitely think that whatever the class is going to become, I'm gonna say it's going to be focused heavily on dual wielding swords, and then eventually I think it's gonna turn into like a transformation stance thing, like not like how Reaper is, but like how Reaper is, where like Reaper, you know, builds meter and then activates the enshroud and then goes into crazy mode. I think that this class might have something a little similar to that, or it'll function kind of sort of like Monk, where it'll have stances. Because stances would actually be kind of a big W for that class, since Monk is the only class right now that really has like a stance thing going on. You know what though? If it did carry the sword in the back and like an X, that'd be fire, dude. It would be so fire if he literally like and then just holds it like side by side. Hold on, I gotta think about this. There's many characters that literally dual wield though. It's so hard to pinpoint though, because I'm trying to think. The first character to ever naturally dual wield was from FF4, but the problem though is that the first character to dual wield was Yang, who was a monk, and then Edge is technically a ninja. However, he dual wields a ninja blade with a shuriken. That's what his thing is. And then what is there? Dual wielding is an ability that ninjas can use in FF5, but that's as far as it goes. FF6, there's the Genji glove, but then that's Gilgamesh, and that doesn't make sense. I mean, there is technically already a bunch of dual wielding classes in 14, but they're not really scout based though. Because Monk is technically dual wielding because he has the two-handed fist weapons, you know, like Ninja two-handed like knives, and then Dancer two-handed chakrams. Like there's not, like this isn't the second dual wielding class in the entire game ever coming out kind of thing. But it's very obvious though that it's going to be sharing gear with Ninja, which is cool, and I like that. It's really hard to figure out what exactly it might be, actually. Because if it ends up being like a gun, then I'll be so shocked by that. The problem, though, is that it's in a... He's on a boat, dude. You know what it could be, actually? No, it can't be. I was gonna say Cannoneer, but then it wouldn't make sense because the ship doesn't... It's a traveling ship. There's no cannons on the ship. What's the... Oh, man. It could be like... I mean, the name being called a captain wouldn't make sense, but captain is not a bad name, though. So... like, captain isn't a bad name for... it could be pirate. You know what I mean? Like, pirate's not a bad one either. But, like, the thing is, like, I think people think that ninja got too absorbed by, like, what essentially was the scouting. Because, like, you know, you start off as a rogue, and a rogue is already a thief. And thief also ends up merging with being, like, a pirate. Because they're in Limsa. So you already have the combination of pirate and rogue and thief being used by just the base class of it alone. But then they magically evolve into ninja. However, it's actually possible if they do the lore implication correctly, because it's not the first time. You know, Summoner and Scholar share the same guild in terms of being applied as a class, even though they're separate and completely. But it's fine though. What else was there? A lot of jobs imply off of each other in order to be able to, like, effectively do stuff. So, like, it's a possibility that, like, you can... Here's how you'll know. If the scouting job gets picked up in Limsa, you know for a fact that it's going to be related to, like, the art of being a rogue, but going in a different direction from ninja, and then that's how they kept it kind of true to it. That's the way that I can think of it being, like, that they will use pirate as a job, basically. Because they did that with Reaper. Reaper was like, oh, like, we mastered the art of, like, the lands. However, we took another direction and, like, imbued it with the power of the soul, and then that's how they turned it into Reaper, and that makes sense too. What other class was it?
Come on, Popoto. Let's show everyone some Eorzean ether.
We're not working out right now. I'm not gonna do any of these poses.
Raise your arms up high for a nice shoulder stretch.
Hey, if you want to get on the posing and then the aerobics, then you go for it. But I'm chilling.
Now spread your arms to open your chest and back. One more time.
The thing is that, like,
Large arcs with your arm from side to side. You should feel a stretch in your sides.
it has to be Leonardo. He's the only one using a sword. Only one. So it's a dual. It has to be a dual sword class. But then the question, of course, is like, what do they do? It's hard to figure out how the class might actually play out. We're not going to know until January, because the job we won't see the job actions for the game until Japan's Fanfest. We will not. We'll know both jobs be like either during it or before it, but we're definitely going to know the scout class because they're promoting the scout class. We're gonna know for sure the scout class during Europe. We're gonna get a teaser of the caster, but we're not gonna know the exact caster. And then we're gonna get the caster at Japan. And then at Japan, they're gonna also showcase all the job actions, which include all the reworks for every class too.
Let's pick up the pace with the y'all dance.
Wait, I want to... Bro, listen, I love this game, but we're not going to be working out. Yeah. I want to go back and see what this...
Bit about the story.
They cross the Indigo Deep. So, the fact that it's a contest, right? It's a contest. It literally reminds me so much of Stormblood, because they did the same thing in Stormblood. Because the Nadam was a contest also for dominance in terms of being able to make a decision. So this is going to be the exact same thing. The Scions being divided is definitely reminiscent of like Civil War sort of thing. Taral is the name of the new world, which is cool. Tuliolo is the name of the city that's there. It's the federal nation state. This is the leader. He's also covering his second face, which is interesting. He doesn't do that in the trailer. That's actually interesting. I didn't even think about that. In the battle content trailer, he doesn't actually in the battle portion of the trailer. Oh no, it is covering its face. That's actually interesting. Gotta pop out. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream and for sure catch you later. Absolutely. Have a good one. Yeah, see, because he has the mask on during this too. It's right there. You know, it'd be kind of crazy if it's like some genjutsu thing. Like you can't look into its eyes or else like something happens to you sort of thing. That'd be kind of wild actually.
ジャジャという非常に強くそうしてください。でも今回はまだシークレットにさせてください。
Of course, this is not the only major city that you
It's
will
interesting
visit.
that it's coming from Old Charlie.
Others, and we will have some very beautiful and quite unique vistas to show you in the future.
I think
but
that's very interesting that it's from Old Charlie and that you.
じゃあスクリーンショットいきましょう。
All right, to the screenshots.
こちらトライアラの
Interesting, because this screenshot gives me so much Kalusha vibes, where like you have the top city of Yulmore where the rich are, and then you have all of the people that just get all the work done in the bottom section. It's very Yulmore-esque in Kalusha. The only problem though is that it doesn't even seem like to me that there's any kind of like there's a treasure, but there's not like it's not being used for governing. Like the treasure is there as like an heirloom sort of thing. So like because like in Yulmore, if you were rich and wealthy and you had something to bring to the table, then you can go into Yulmore. But if you didn't have anything, then you were forced to live out in the outskirts, which was like low income poverty type of nonsense. But I don't really get that kind of vibe from this. I just get like the whole thing is all one unison type of like city state. Because again, like people are saying Brazil, and I'm also saying Brazil too, but I'm also saying Hawaii. Like it's designed to be very culture-esque. While being able to allow people to also manifest that stuff too. And then Erkapacha is a mountainous region in Yaxaral that's home to the people of large and small in stature. So there is like a history. There's a historical presence being used in context for all this, which makes sense to me. They've also labeled that Yaktael is going to be home of Rothgars and Mamulja. So, but the thing is that it's going to be two-parted. There's going to be a sky city section and a grounded city section, which means that if the forest floor sees little sunlight, that's just because of the natural phenomena that people that. So the Rothgar presence for this is very. It kind of actually makes me have even more Ronso vibe. This is why I felt so much FF10 vibes from the very from the beginning, but then when they mentioned Valley Garmonda, it immediately shifted to FF6, which is crazy actually. This beast tribe or tribe is from another Final Fantasy game. And I'm very confident it's in FF10. But I don't remember the name of the character. Because the character's smaller. The character isn't that tall. Wait, I gotta figure this out now. It's gonna bother me if I don't figure it out. Because they're not characters from like Yevon or Bevel. They're not. Is it the... Wait. No. It's from somewhere, dude. I don't know where it's from. It's not the Monster Arena. It's from... It's a side character in FF10. I just don't remember it. They're not the Guado. Because the Guado look nothing like this guy. It's gonna bother me, but when I find it, I'm gonna literally scream out of hype. Okay, you see? Oh, okay. The Pelu Pelu are from FF10 specifically for sure, actual. I knew it. See? I knew it wasn't weird. The thing is that the design is different, though. The design is different. Because the Pelu Pelu are from FF10. See, I freaking knew that. I'm so... Yes, because they're the music people. They're in FF10. That happens during the... Oh God, what's it called? It's the area before Bevel. It's the Moonflow. They're involved in the Moonflow. See? Look. That image is terrible. It's literally the exact same person. It's the exact same person. So they're using FF10 as a theme for the tribe. So here's the thing too, though. For Dawn Trail, where is it? 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 They literally showcase Valley Garmonda as being the new primal. We go to 100. There's multiple jobs. We're getting scouting and casting. They literally tell you that like it's caster and melee. Like that picture is obvious. Here it is. So Valley Garmonda is literally an Esper in FF6. Literally an Esper in FF6. Like the thing though is that Valley Garmonda was always held in a it was found in encaved in ice. But then if you defeat it, it releases stuff from ice and then it becomes an Esper that you can utilize. And it's literally designed for being able to use elements of fire, ice, and lightning. That's what it is. So Valley Garmonda is going to be the primal of whatever village is being used in Tural. which means that if anything happens, this is going to be either the trial or the dungeon boss for Dawntrail. Because it's going to be the exact same thing that they did with Anima. The problem, though, is that it was only used in small hindsight. Because Anima was the only reference in Endwalker as far as content was concerned. But now they're using FF10 resources for Dawntrail. So we might be seeing more FF10 stuff going on, which will be fire. But then that also means if the pattern kind of starts to persist itself, FF6 will be heavily present in 8.0. Unless, like, you know, but again, it's too far to assume. So we're not going to know for a while, though. We're going to have to, like, really, like, dive into it, and there's a lot more things to cover, but, you know, again, not until October. We'll see. Oh, this is the Sea Sacrifice song in the background. Okay, I wasn't sure. I wanted to just make sure. So we have the Pelu Pelu, we have the scouting class and the casting class. They won't reveal the casting class until the end. Either during Japan, they will definitely not reveal it until Japan Fanfest, but they're going to reveal the scouting job in the European one for sure. We're getting 2 ultimates confirmed. We're getting 2. Because it was said in plural, we're getting 2 ultimates guaranteed, which is fire, which means that we're guaranteed to get we're getting Shinri and we're going to get Eden for Dawntrail, which is scary. Look at the PvP update. We're going to get the Blue Mage update. It also seems like, though, with the Blue Mage update, they're not going to actually try to release this content right away in 7.0. It probably won't come out on release. It'll definitely come out though later on, like 7.1, 2, 3, maybe. But fingers crossed that they actually catch up the content, because like right now Blue Mage is at 80. You'll probably be able to, during the 1.x or 2.x series or 0.2x series, like you'll be able to get Blue Mage to 90, and then by 7.5x you'll be able to get it to 100, which means that every job will be at 100, which will be a W. So there was that too. Hildebrand, nothing with the relics. Graphics update. There's resolutions. Stormbow trials. Now officially part of that too. I can't believe they made Fall Guys a thing with that. Actually, the Xbox version. That's all there was to it. So now we get to just chill until tomorrow when we get to see the 6.5 live letter. That'll be fire, actually. So I'm going to just go ahead and call that a win and carry on with everything I got to go do. I'm probably going to be back, though. So we'll see. I'm going to keep my eyes out for the schedules for everything that's happening, and then we'll be able to like fully dive into it too. So it'll be very lit. I'm really happy about this keynote. The keynote was so fire. They did everything that they had to do to make sure that it was like keeping you in and ready. Oh, and not to mention, now there's toolboxes in game. That's fire. So I'm calling it a win either way, no matter what. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here though. Take care.